Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Preparation Ape, your number one place for... Let's settle this shit. Saying toy boat does not help you enunciate. It's not a fucking...
Toy boat.
That drives me fucking insane.
Oh, I get so upset about everything.
It's fucking stupid.
I'm so upset.
Alright. Live everyone. At twitch.tv/ChainsawApe every single Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm DKP.
I'm Major Tom.
And now that we've had that settled, what do you got on the Resodox tonight, Major T?
Holy shit, we have so much stuff. I don't even want to get into it. I just want to get into it.
Yeah, we probably should.
Let's just fucking tear into it. No commercial. The can pop startled me. What's up, Honkin? Good to see you, man.
Yes. So, no preamble.
No preamble. Let's just jump right the fuck in.
Alright, fuck.
PlayStation 4 update.
Yep.
So, the PlayStation 4 4.0 update is coming. And it's getting all kinds of good shit. And
so out of everything, though, this is the
thing that personally excites me the most is that it's getting folders. So, and what that means is like, you know when you go into the PlayStation 4, and it just takes your most recent played games, and it just lists them across the cross-media bar, all the way until it gets to, like, all whatever folder.
Sure.
It has, like, a list of all your games. Well, now you can create folders. So, like, as an example, my plan is to create a folder that's all of my digital games, and then create a folder that's all of my physical games. So I can go into the digital games folder and just, like, find whatever the hell I want to. And find all my digital games there.
Okay.
Or if you wanted to
can
do
you not
like,
sort by those on the all applications list?
No, you can't.
Really?
Yeah. So it'll give me an opportunity to be like, I want to play something, and I'll be able to go through like a set of games that I want to. I can customize it. So if I'm like, I want first-person shooters in one folder. So like similar to what I do with like my Wii U or something like that. So like my Wii U, I have like an NES folder and an SNES folder. Same thing on my 3DS. Like whatever virtual console games I have broken down into different folders.
Sure.
So this will give me the opportunity to do that with PlayStation. So I'm very, very excited about that.
Okay, that's interesting. This reminds me of the Xbox background music thing, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, this shouldn't be news. But...
So, it's not just that. So...
Okay, yeah. Lay it on me then.
Let me go over... I got this from Games Radar. Sam Prell posted this 3 days ago. He said, remember when registration to beta test PS4's upcoming 4.0 update opened last month? Well, Sony's finally ready to reveal what it includes. Folders will allow users to sort their content however they choose. If you want to put your more frequently used games in one place, relegate the rest to a dark corner, you can do it. The PS4's quick menu, accessed by holding down the PlayStation, and share menu are also getting revamped. Will take up less space and respond quicker. Lastly, your profiles and trophies are getting some love, with new offline mode for viewing trophies, which is cool. If you like trophies, being able to view people's trophies, or being able to view trophies while you're offline is cool.
Like your own trophies, or just trophies for games,
both.
Period?
Both.
Well, I mean, I don't know the current functionality.
So, right now, you have to, like, you can go into a set of trophies, and what's interesting is that the trophies will show hidden, if they're, like, secret trophies.
What's up, Val?
But you can, what I mean, you can look at trophies for PlayStation offline, and it'll give you a list of even the secret ones. So if you want to go in there and like spoil the trophies for yourself,
sure. Okay.
The rollout has yet to be announced, but with the beta starting imminently, registrants should be getting an email soon. That's the basic gist of it. So we're getting just more what I want, which is what we're getting, which is UI updates. What's up, baby? So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. UI updates, stuff to make it a little bit easier. That picture right there is just me like finding a picture of a folder and putting it on there. That's not what they're actually doing.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah.
I actually really already like the way that it is. Like, I'm fine with you making it better. Yeah. But like, meanwhile on Xbox, like I still cannot navigate that.
Well, what I do for Xbox is, and that's kind of the point, is customization. So what I like about the Xbox One is that any of my games I want, I can pin them to the start. And then as soon as you go into the Xbox, you just scroll down to the bottom and it'll give you all your pin games. So what I do is I pin all of my Xbox One games. Which granted, it's not much because it's only first party games that I get. And then of course all my old 360 stuff. So all that stuff's pinned to the front page. So I can just scroll through everything like at once and see what I have. So,
yeah,
I'm excited.
That's neat.
Yeah.
I think it's just fine the way it is, but I'm not saying like, oh, don't fuck with it. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's cool that they're doing it, but I actually really liked it. Comparatively. Alright, so we got Dark Souls 3 DLC hype.
So, on Twitter, the Dark Souls 3 account posted this. And all it just says is a major announcement is forthcoming on August 24th. So, I haven't played Dark Souls 3, but I know it's like one of your number one like preferred game series.
Yep.
It's also a game
Correct.
that you are probably going to play the DLC for. Because you play the DLC games for all of them.
That's true, yes.
So, yeah.
Funny enough, the DLC
usually speculation or thoughts.
I have none.
Okay.
They've been extremely kind of like tight-lipped about, prospects for DLC on this one.
Yeah.
So much to where I have zero ideas for speculation. So
as far as hype is concerned, though,
quite excited. Historically, I found that the the DLC for not only Bloodborne but Dark Souls is usually better than the a more polished, refined product than the actual full game. Because it's like they take just an extreme amount of time and effort into one area, making it as dense and excellent as possible, rather than having to do a fully formed game. So, same reason why I was saying you like Bloodborne, right?
Yeah, love Bloodborne.
The DLC was honestly like the best part of Bloodborne.
Never even played it. So.
Well, next time you give it a try, you should. And don't feel bad if you have to co-op the first boss, because it is, in my opinion, probably the worst fucking fight in the game.
Like hardest or
yes.
Not fun?
Both.
Okay.
I've never beat it solo once. And that's like my rule on all these Souls games is you don't progress until you beat every boss to yourself at least once.
Yeah.
Right?
And you break your own rule for that.
Yeah. Like after that, consecutive playthroughs, co-op, go nuts. Who gives a shit? You did it the first time. You got what the game was giving.
Yeah.
There you go. This, it was like, it's right there at the beginning. It was Ludwig, right? And it was basically like, okay, here it is. Here's this fucking cockblock that I've spent like 2 days trying to do. Just separating me entirely from the rest of the DLC, all its new weapons, all this shit. So yeah,
what's up, Quizzical?
Eventually just had to had to be a pussy. I had to.
You pussed it out, bro.
I did. Absolutely did. And no, I don't feel good about it.
I'm
but
sad for you.
yes.
So you are excited for this? This is like did you get the season pass, or are you just going to buy it? Like when it comes out, you're just going to buy it? Like how do you do that kind of stuff? Do you ever do season passes?
Yeah, for certain games. For this one, I will. I don't know if I have or not. I would like to think that I did back when it came out, but
yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to go check. It's been a little while since I booted up and looked at my purchases. So yeah. So at Dark Souls 3, so we got what, 6 days?
Yeah, 6 days till it's announced.
Nice.
A major announcement is coming on August 24th. It's a teaser for a teaser.
Dark Souls, if you're a fan of the actual series, they have the best trailers ever. Because they just show you like little glimpses, right? And you're like, I can't wait till I fucking accidentally stumble upon this, or, what the fuck is that gonna be? It's every little bit of shit, like new content, is like a brand new experience or way that you might have to handle something. So, yeah, the trailer, quite looking forward to that.
Cool.
So, yeah, moving on.
Alright.
LEGO Dimensions Super Lame.
Super lame, bro. So I don't know if you know what happened with this, but...
I don't, no.
So, a few months ago, Greg Miller, used to work at IGN, kind of funny fame, he posted him with a exclusive LEGO Dimensions Supergirl. So Supergirl works in LEGO Dimensions, but like nobody knew how to get her. They handed out a few of them at E3, stuff like that. So like only certain people had them.
Right.
So it's like, oh cool, they're going to release a Supergirl. Well, they just announced this week that they will be releasing Supergirl. But the only way to get this figure in this game is if you buy the starter pack, which is the game, like the actual game itself, and like the base, like the Portal base, and like all the, like you have to get Batman.
So you have to rebuy it.
So the only way to get, it's basically for people who haven't played LEGO Dimensions yet. It's like, hey, we're throwing in this extra figure. Okay. But for all the people who've been there since day one, sorry, good luck, go find it on eBay somewhere.
Yeah, man, isn't that great? It was the toy DLC, right? So
it is great.
So not is it? It's not treating
toy
you too
DLC
fucking fine
great.
right now. But not to jump
into that,
into that. But we're not going to. But so this is the same kind of like fallacy of like, all right, you have a cable provider, right?
Yeah.
You get internet. It's in the same way that it's like, isn't it kind of weird, or doesn't it feel kind of shitty at times when it's like, hey, yeah, if you sign up for Time Warner Cable now, you'll fucking, we'll give you it just for free for a fucking year, just because fucking. It's like, well, I've been with you for 6.
For free. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I've been there since the beginning, bro.
It's kind of the same thing. Like, so, where's the difference here? Like,
there isn't one.
I don't know, you bitching about cable. Dish satellite TV.
Because cable is not something that I like collect. Something that's like, I have to have all of these things. Most of these things, there is a way to get them. That's not me repurchasing something that I purchased before.
Yeah, that's extremely shitty.
And it's not just purchasing something I purchased.
You don't think there's going to be any chance they're going to be like, all right, we'll sell it a la carte.
I hope so.
But,
I hope so.
But you'll have already bought it by then.
I'm probably going to just find someone on eBay and buy it that way, or I'll just fucking rebuy the whole thing.
Which is how much exactly?
So if you catch it on sale, you can get it for like $40. But generally speaking, it's $100. This game came out at 100 bones, which they may have dropped the price by the time.
How often does it go on sale though?
Pretty frequently.
Okay.
I'd say it's probably been on sale 10 times since it's been out. Like there have been like separated apart for like a month, and then it goes on sale again. I was in Target the other day, and they had it on sale for like $35. But
well, best of luck.
Yeah,
you guys are going to supply out the shelves like hotcakes, I'm sure.
Yep.
And you're going to be getting one on eBay.
They're trying to get me to buy the whole fucking thing again. What's up, Ball Simon? Simon?
Pretty sure that's Intermission Guy. Anyways, Toy DLC is the best. I love me some Lego Dimensions. Exactly.
Uncle, you gonna buy the... I know you like Supergirl. You gonna buy this fucking Lego Dimensions over again? Fresh-ass goggles, Major. What's up, baby?
At a principle, I would say don't.
I mean, honestly, that's almost how I feel about it.
It's kind of like... Here's the thing, though. If you don't, since it's a limited quantity anyways, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Like, it's gonna get bought.
Kappa.
These aren't gonna fucking be boycotted.
Yeah.
Especially not in the limited quantity that they have. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm
really sad about it.
Do what you have to.
Yeah.
I'll sit here on the sidelines
gift,
enjoying my non-collecting of toy DLC habits.
You guys are all up there and you're like, man, what do I get Major T for Christmas this year? There it is. Give me a Supergirl minifig.
I already have it.
You already have my gift for Christmas this year?
No, you'll already have it.
Oh, I thought you got me a Christmas gift.
I mean, whip it out, I'll give it a 2. That's about the best gift I can give you, but no.
Gotta give you that gibber.
Alright, so, yeah, it's kind of seem like we're moving a little bit fast through some stuff. We have a shitload to get through tonight.
Yep. So I want to make sure we get through it all.
Yep. Alright, moving on to Mass Effect Remaster, quote-unquote, likely.
So, if you remember, let's say like 2 years ago, EA, just real quick caveat, I work for Electronic Arts. Anything I say about Electronic Arts is not reflective of the company, so any of my opinions, just take them with a grain of salt. Ignore them altogether. Whatever. Mass Effect Remaster likely. A few years ago, they talked about like, hey, people really want a Mass Effect Remaster. And one of the representatives for EA, Peter Moore, Patrick Soderlund, or somebody.
Didn't we already get one for the Wii U?
It wasn't a remaster. It was just a port of 3 with like gamepad features and stuff like that. And it was just part 3, which is like...
So when they say Mass Effect Remaster likely, is this the entire trilogy?
This is the entire trilogy on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, probably with all the DLC. Again, just speculation on my part. So, at GamesCom this week, there was an interview with, let me check to see who it was, Patrick Soderlund, of course. So we talked to Game Informer. Game Informer asked about the possibility of a Mass Effect Trilogy remaster, and he said, I think there's even more clear evidence that this is something that people really want. The honest answer is that we're absolutely actively looking at it. I can't announce anything today, but you can expect us most likely to follow our fellow partners in Activision and other companies that have done this successfully.
All right.
So, I mean, that sounds likely, right?
I mean, he did say the word
likely. He all but confirmed it.
So, yeah, I don't know. Very cool. These games don't look fucking bad, right?
They don't.
And I think that when you remaster games that are just like literally one generation old, you kind of do get diminishing returns to some degree.
For sure.
Right.
A couple of things I never played. So after I finished Mass Effect 3, I got a craving to like go back to it about a year, 2 years later. But it was after the new consoles were coming out. I'm like, I don't really want to play it on PC. I don't really want to go back and play the console
ease of access, that makes sense.
So I was like, if I replay them, I'm going to wait until they come out. And then they're like, we're not doing the remasters. So I was really sad about that. But I've never done a FemShip playthrough. And I hear Jennifer Hale, the voice actress who does FemShip, is amazing at it. And I've never done a Renegade playthrough. So I want to do
It's the only playthrough I've done.
I've only done Paragon. I want to do full Renegade, FemShip, like a badass. Yes. I mean, is it surprising to you?
Oh, no. Not really.
Yeah.
So we're talking Bandlanders next. But no, so now you do have a reason to wait.
Yeah, I'm going to wait. And
might be a couple years, but...
I also never never did any of the DLC. And the DLC in Mass Effects are amazing. You know, you're talking about DLC that's better than the game.
Yeah.
To me, the Mass Effect 2 DLC was better than the actual game.
Oh, the DLC in all the Mass Effects are great.
I never played the third one, and I know there was like that big ending one. It was like Citadel or something. There was like a big party that was kind of a send-off for everybody.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good.
I hear it's
just fan service out the ass, really.
Yeah, which is fine though, because that's like one of my favorite trilogies.
Right.
So
yeah.
So would you buy it? Would you buy it again if it came out for current gen consoles?
Probably not. Because like I said, these like shooters I play on PC. Like platformers.
You already have them all on PC.
Even if I do play it on PC, I'll use a controller for platformers, right? Yeah. With these, unless it was like, hey, you rebuy and you get like significantly better, either like optimization, like as far as like interface, or they never just remaster it, just the graphics, right? They fix a couple things. So if it is kind of like an actual upgrade, I probably wouldn't buy it for consoles, no, but yeah, I'd buy an upgrade for it if it was a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm interested to see what they do. Would you guys rebuy Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3? Let us know.
So Decap, you got an invisible tattoo. Yeah, that's old Cthulhu there.
No, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's of the sea variety, right? The whole camouflage. Let's see. Balsamon says Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3
is better than one that he has never played, and the only footage we have is like less than 30 seconds of.
Oof.
So
it's got you dead to rights, bitch.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right, we'll move on and just to give people time to catch up.
Yep.
Answer. And we got Bandolanders.
Yep, them old Bandolanders. So it was revealed that Neo Cortex is also going to be in the game, and he gets his own little Skylander. So if you look on the box right here, you can see over in the corner, you can see the Neo Cortex toy, the Crash toy, and then a couple of extra figures. So there's a Crash Bandicoot edition. It's exclusive to PlayStation 4. And you can get all those extra characters.
For a second.
Won't buy it again.
What the fuck is this?
What?
This. See where the mouse is going over? What's that?
That's his hand.
No, like, what is that? Is that the new Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah, that's Crash. Dude, look how it looks on the actual box, like under the logo.
That looks more in line to how it used to look.
No.
Than this does.
No. That looks, dude. That looks.
I'm not saying it's close or it's perfect.
Like the nuts and bolts.
Looks more.
That looks like the nuts and bolts Banjo compared to the original Banjo.
If we had the fucking trailer pulled up for Bandolander, right when he's walking towards the camera, right?
To me, that looks more like what Crash looks like than that fucking monstrosity
and this
under
right
the logo.
Right here. That's
the toy looks more like it than that fucking figure does.
I disagree.
He's all skinny.
He was always fucking decently skinny.
No, he had
it's when they made him
that V body.
He had the thigh gap. Is that what you mean?
Not this one, but this one. This is like his chest. Up here's his chest. Right here.
Is this a pussy eating joke?
No, not at all.
No.
Here's his chest right here, and then here's his waist. Right here.
This isn't a fucking.
And now it looks
here's
like
the church, here's the
like
steeple fucking joke either.
Yeah.
No, what this looks like. Dude. Okay. This. Did you see the newest redesign for Knuckles from the new Sonic one?
Yeah.
Where he looks all buff and like, yeah bro.
Yeah.
That's what that looks like to me.
Jax,
right?
Of course, you get that badass little owl dude in the right corner though. He looks badass.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. And Cortex, like, I mean,
To me, that looks exactly like Cortex.
Yeah, I mean...
They nailed Cortex.
But I don't see how you could fuck it up, though. Like...
Just like that?
But at the same time, I don't know how you could fuck up Crash Bandicoot, but...
Yeah.
I mean... So I'm sure there is kind of a way. Val says, I did see him standing straight. It also looks like they attempted a focal bend on the image.
Yeah.
Perhaps. So was the point of this just to say...
just to say, hey, Neo Cortex in the game. Oh, there's one other note. There is a Crash Bandicoot level in the game.
Oh,
it's
really?
like it looks like one of the jungle levels. Looks cool.
I still am just holding out for the Crash Bandicoot remake footage.
Yeah.
I'm
hoping to get some of that on September 7th when they hopefully announce the Neo.
We'll see.
This comes out October 16th. It'll be $100 for this version of it.
God,
I'll buy
it. Wait.
I'll definitely stream
This
it.
is not another one you have to rebuy the whole thing, is it?
Well, yeah. But you get new figures and stuff. It's a new game, new figures, new portal.
It's new everything.
Every time they do a new
All
game,
right, gotcha.
everything. Lego Dimensions is the same old stuff with one new figure.
See, this sort of shit
What's up, Barbecue?
For some reason reminds me of Creepy Crawlers.
Creepy Crawlers.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I got my... And it's just like little bitty things you pay money for. And it's like, oh, did you see the new ones? You don't just make scorpions anymore.
Yep.
They got fucking snakes in that one. And you gotta buy it. Then it's just like... It's this generation's digital Creepy Crawlers, it feels like.
Yeah. Skylanders is dope, though. Really good series. Hashtag free crash.
Alright, man.
Anyone else hear church bells? That's a DKP's clock. Yeah. DKP has a grandfather clock in his room. I wonder why we've never heard it before.
Because it's been on mute.
No, it's just not on mute anymore.
No.
That's pretty hilarious. Like, I've heard it enough to just ignore it, but it's like playing over the... That's hilarious.
Well, I just want to make sure that if something like that sits for long enough, I want to make sure it's, you gotta run.
In terms of Crash Bandicoot and Skylanders, we're taking you to church, yo.
Oh, yeah, baby.
We're taking you to church. Heard it twice this stream, so it made me wonder.
Well, it's going to go off every 15 minutes.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, that's the one problem I have with it.
Well, no wonder. Why is it not on mute now? You just having it go off every stream every 15 fucking minutes?
Well, normally I have the gate set high enough to where it doesn't come in. But alright, moving on here.
All the Destiny. So I got a little... So, of course, just like the last 2 years, or I guess last year. Oh, shit.
Neither one of us will be playing this.
I actually might play this.
You think so?
Yeah, I actually might.
So wait a minute, you're not going to play Undertale?
I am going to play Undertale.
So
I've said I'm going to play.
You better play Undertale before you play this.
Well, my plan is to try to play through Undertale sometime before the end of the year for my 52, because, like, I've realized and I've decided that the remaining games for my 52, I'm going to try my best to focus on games that come out this year, so that when we get to the end of the year and we do our top 10,
it's a really solid plan.
I have a large scope of games. Like, I really want to play through Doom. I haven't played through that yet. Undertale.
Can't even play through Doom.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. So, I'm going to try to work my way through so I can have a solid list.
And
so, whenever we do our top 10...
Actually, Undertale came out last year.
Was it? I thought it was January.
Yeah. No, it came out last year. Because I remember...
I'm not playing it then.
What the fuck, dude? Just put... Destiny came out last year, too, you asshole.
I didn't say I'm going to be playing that this year for my 52.
Alright, I'm just saying, you better play Undertale before Destiny.
Okay.
It's like the one game I want you to play. It's 6 hours long.
Dude, it's the only game installed on my PC right now. Got that hot new graphics card, and I got Undertale installed.
Well,
show what it's made out of.
We'll double check the release date. But...
Maybe just the review was in January. You might be right. Let me do some fact checking.
Well, I feel... Now that this is an Undertale slide... Well, okay, what was it about Destiny, though?
Basically, this is a collection of everything. This gives you absolutely everything. So the original Destiny, the House of Glass stuff, the Something with the Wolves, the Taken King,
Dances with Wolves.
Every single expansion or DLC or everything that's ever been released. It's going to come out September 20th. $60. You get everything and the new stuff. What up, Pebeth? It gives you all that stuff for $60. Right. So, in my opinion, if you have not played Destiny, like, this is the one to get. Because I have a feeling this is going to be the last version of it before we get Destiny 2.
Sure. If you have not played Destiny, make sure you look at gameplay footage and it's something you want to play, though.
Yeah, it's definitely not for everybody.
The trailers and everything like that do not really make it look like how it actually functions. I was on the fence until I saw somebody actually playing it, like, live multiple times.
But it plays...
And I was like...
really, really well. Like, it feels good to play that.
I mean, possibly, but...
No, not possibly. It does. As someone who's played through the original Destiny.
But you also like Resident Evil 6.
I do, but I don't think it feels
gameplay-wise.
great to play. Like, I know the difference between how a game feels to
Fair
play.
enough, fair enough.
And this is Bungie that made this. So if you've ever played Halo and it's like Halo plays really well, it plays similar to Halo, like a cross between Halo and Call of Duty, which both of those games play exceptionally well.
Well, what I saw was basically extreme bullet sponge enemies. And it was like...
Yeah, because it's like an MMO.
Yeah, and I think...
Like how MMOs work. You know how they're bullet sponges?
Yeah, right, but I don't think that it's sold that way from the trailers. So if you're not familiar, you're thinking about giving it a shot, make sure you do your research.
It's definitely MMO-esque. Destiny 2, we were wrong. This is your real Destiny. It does feel good to play, I'll agree, says Val. Isn't it kind of the same people who play Destiny play Overwatch? I don't really know. I don't feel like that's the same audience. I feel like the Overwatch audience is like Blizz fans, and then
that's really weird.
Bandwagoners.
It's because like 90% of Blizz fans that you had weren't super big shooters, but like shooter people. But now they are.
Dude, I see Blizz fans all over that game.
Oh yeah,
and I hear it's amazing, but I haven't played it. So
I got a free copy of it on day release and played it for 5 minutes, and then uninstalled it. I need to give it another try, but also like it's one of those things where I don't want to enjoy it.
Yeah,
because I don't want to sink that much time into any one thing right now.
For sure, I feel
outside of Donkey Kong Country 2,
which
speedrun.
How's that coming along, by the way? I know how it's coming along.
Yeah,
I'm just curious.
Saw it earlier.
I'm just curious. I want you to tell the world how it's coming along.
Webwoods is almost done. It's the one level in the game that it's taken so fucking long, I almost don't feel it's worth it. But we'll get there.
We'll get there.
This is the one cock block before I can route the entire fucking game. You have to play as a stupid fucking spider, which hitbox is horrible. It's janky as fuck, right? Everything about that stupid fucking spider is a fucking nightmare when you're trying to do it semi-quickly.
I could say you're better at it than the last time I saw you playing it.
Oh, yeah.
I actually saw you do it. I think you only slowed down like maybe once. The rest of it you were going at full speed. So.
But in the time it took me to do that, and it's still not consistent.
Yeah.
I could have probably routed like 5 or 6 levels. So this is the one that's like almost seemed like not worth it. But it's too fucking late to go back now. So it's that.
And you're too good at the rest of the game. Major T, are those glasses polarized? No, they are like cheap $5 glasses. I think these are the P. Terry's ones. Got them from P. Terry's, that burger joint.
Low Barbecue says Overwatch crowd is a Team Fortress 2 crowd and Blizz fans.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with Overwatch though. I dig it.
Yeah, I hear it's amazing. It's just not my style of game.
What's up, Idify?
Idify says, all want to do zooma, zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Anka says, so I take it you two will not be picking up Legion, the new WoW
Pursuit
expansion.
of life, liberty, and happiness, man. Yeah.
I will not be picking up the WoW expansion, no. Because I've never played WoW. You hear that? Never played WoW.
Aren't you fucking cool?
No, I'm just weird.
You're like part of the non-herpes club, aren't you?
Well, you know, people talk about
fucking look at you.
But no, everybody has those games that they know are great, that everyone's played. It's like, what is that game for you? That you know, well, you're kind of weird because you're like, it's probably not good for me, even if the world says it's good. I think it's fucking terrible. Are there any video games that you haven't played that you know are like amazing game series? Or that are critically and have a massive fan base?
Probably Saints Row. It's one that I just... Because when it came out, it was like, this is a GTA ripoff.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like grown way outside that.
Yeah.
But just never had an interest in it. But beyond the shadow of a doubt, I know I probably really dig on it. But
okay. But it's a little bit different for you, though, because everything that you have ever had interest in, you've played.
For the most part, yeah. Alright. Except for Virtual Boy games, man.
Yep. Well, what's up, Paints, my boy? Says Idify. Yo, Val. Hey, aping around. They're just talking to each other. Got to give it to WoW. 12-year-old engine and still pumping out money. Hell yeah, they are.
They've updated it a couple times. The last expansion, finally they updated character models, which is like the big fucking thing.
I'm trying to learn myself to run through the Mega Man 8 faster. The sled parts are eating my lunch.
Paints, you don't got to speedrun it.
Nope.
In fact,
it doesn't even matter if you suck at it.
That would be bad because they'd make our stream 40 minutes long.
Yep.
Roughly.
Pep said, never played WoW. It's actually a really impressive game to have passed on. Right?
Alright, we gotta move on. But the thing is with WoW, here's the only thing, like, you missed out.
Yeah.
Because at one point it was like it was cool to remember that people talk about like the '60s. Man, what a time to be alive! What a time back when things were different. Back when you could do anything, right? I don't know. People say that.
Make WoW great again, yeah.
But it's like back when that was a thing, like in its current or in its previous iteration, it was really fucking like neat. But we're never gonna get that again.
One of the things that always really enticed me about WoW, and I'm not into MMOs, so that's one of the primary reasons. But like, I'll give anything.
It's a good thing. It's like smoking cigarettes. Like, it's a good thing you never did.
Oh, dude, like it was. I can't say that it was hard not to play it, but it was definitely one of those things that I thought about from like 2000. Did it come out like 2003? 2004?
2002, I think.
Anyway, about when it came out for like the next 3 years.
No. I think it was 2004. But yeah, go on.
All of my friends were talking about it, and I just like felt like I was missing out on something. It's like when Suicide Squad came out, and everybody's like, "Have you seen it?" And everybody's like talking about it, and I'm like, "No, I haven't seen it yet." It's not like I was missing out much on that, but having that feeling of like missing out on something sucks. So yeah, I felt like I was missing out on it for a long time. And I've always really been enticed by the art style. I love the art style. It's very like everyone's like a caricature. Like they have these like big arms, and everything is so colorful. And it reminds me of a lot of like a 2D, like a 3D platformer from the N64 days.
There's a term that's often thrown around on the V board, unfortunately, which is comfy. Like, what's your comfy game? Right?
Yeah,
you're playing just like you feel really just comfortable, whatever. Like that's WoW for me. Like. Old WoW.
Yeah.
And I can't do it. There's too many bells and whistles, god damn it. But yeah, I'll probably pick it up, unfortunately. Out of a moment of drunken weakness. Yeah, I'll probably play through it, level up, and then quit again.
Yeah.
Alright, we move on.
Val says, I don't like being an errand boy. Heaven says, no, I played insane amounts of WoW. I was just impressed that you were... Yeah, that's what I got. I mean, I don't think I read it that way, but that's how I read it in my mind. Go collect 40 of these, come back to me, go kill 30 of these, collect 5 heads, and come back to me. That's the biggest issue I have with MMOs in general.
Right, but it's also one of those things that I'm with you on that 100%.
Yeah.
But it's the same reason why like games like Destiny or The Division, I don't even give it a try anymore.
Yeah.
Because like I've already done that. I've already had that experience, got that invested into something.
But at least they
that has mechanics like that. I don't want to allow myself to even possibly be dragged in to invest time in that like that. That makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the difference between like a Destiny and a Division compared to those are like a mix of genres. Those like take things from MMOs and they take things from first and third person shooters. So it feels like playing a first person shooter, but it's an MMO. It feels like playing a third person shooter. So like there are certain things that click with me.
I'm not sure it's a good thing though.
I mean, because you could say the same thing about music though. Like you just mix a couple of different genres together to form something.
I would argue this, that if you take just the base MMO like quest style, right? Mm-hmm. That's objective. Like people don't like. We're looking for the next bigger thing. That's whatever that is.
Yeah.
But currently, it is fetch quests. It is hey, bullet sponge this this particular mob.
Yeah.
So if that's the way it is, like having a great shooter that feels good, looks good, might have cool lore. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Peter Dinklage playing a fucking robot.
Not anymore, he's not.
And then you put this thing that people like objectively know is like kind of played out, it's dated, and go, alright, there we go. Now you got game length. I don't think that's a good thing necessarily. It's not a bad thing. Yeah. Especially for people who haven't experienced it before. But that's why I'm giving it a pass.
I understand.
So.
Let's go ahead and move on.
Holy fuck, we spent a lot of time on Destiny.
Yeah, and we only talked about it for a little bit, but yeah.
Alright. Yes.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII got delayed. RIP.
Hey, fucking, you better correct yourself.
I mean, Final Fantasy 15, sorry.
Like, the other one doesn't even release it yet.
Everybody understood the language.
Then it means it's never coming out.
If you just look above me and like right here, you totally, right here.
For a second.
You totally understand that I'm talking about 15. Right? A lot of people played WoW. They didn't play WoW. So, moving on. Final Fantasy 15 was delayed. So I'm going to read the statement that Hajime Tabata made. He said, from the moment we joined this project, our vision was to create...
Mr. Toboggan.
Tabata.
Toboggan.
Tabata-san. Our vision was to create a level of freedom and realism previously unseen in the series. Regrettably, we need a little bit more time...
I just noticed the whole realism thing, and I was like, look at these dudes. Like, we're trying to hit the pinnacle of realism. to really, I don't know.
Bro, this is the Backstreet Boys. Give it up for them.
Oh, the answer is obviously the Backstreet Boys.
Now.
Yeah, go on, sir.
Yep. Regrettably, we need a little bit more time to deliver on this vision and are confident that this new release date will help us achieve this. So, in a YouTube video, he said, speaking in a video posted on YouTube, by the way, I got this from GameSpot. Zareen Tay wrote this. I want to make sure I get cite my sources. Speaking on a video posted on YouTube, Tabata explained that the team had finished working on a master version of Final Fantasy 15, so the game is done, and subsequently began working on a day one patch. According to the video,
so it's gone gold,
Tabata felt, yeah, but it hasn't officially gone gold, but they finished the game. Tabata felt that the contents of the patch would ship with the final game and not just be applied as a downloadable update. So as opposed to releasing some massive day one patch
so it has not
that
gone
fixes gold. No, it has not gone gold. They have finished the main parts of all of the game. Now they're just going in like fixing a bunch of smaller pieces. And as opposed to doing a day one patch, they're just going to hold off releasing the game and put all of that stuff in the game and then print the disc and send it out.
Here's the other thing. How long is the delay?
It was from September 29th, when it was supposed to come out. Or, I'm sorry, September 30th. Right. It's now coming November 29th.
So about a month and a half.
2 months.
Okay, 2 months. What a great, subtle, easy to digest fucking delay.
Yeah.
For something that's... Basically, I do love their fucking transparency on this.
Yeah.
Which is just like, hey, look, it's not quite where we want it. We're almost there. So we're even going as far as to delay by simply just 2 months.
Yeah, absolutely.
To give us time we need to make sure it's exactly what we need it to be.
So there's
that's fucking tremendous.
A couple of different pieces I want to touch on with this. Number one, now that it's November 30th, they missed Black Friday. They missed that Black Friday window in the U.S., which, like, the U.S. video game market is the biggest video game market in the world. So that is an unfortunate, like, circumstance. This delay will cost them literally millions, probably tens of millions of dollars in sales from.
Sure,
it will.
But
I'm not saying they made the wrong decision.
No. I was gonna say, if their marketing and their faith behind this particular title has any truth to it, like as far as what the actual product is, it's gonna be pennies in the fucking dollar what they lost for Black Friday sales.
For sure.
Because they're going, it feels like they're cashing in all their fucking chips for this one.
Oh yeah, dude, getting a movie, we're getting that like, Kingsglaive movie, which comes out Friday, by the way.
Like, I'm fucking concerned, like, if this does poorly, we probably will not get that FF7 remake.
Oh no, we're gonna get it. If fucking Sony has to fund it themselves, we're gonna get it. I'm very confident of that.
I fucking hope, man.
You wanna make a bet?
Yeah, sure.
Let's make a bet. You bet.
I hope I'm wrong on this.
So what is your bet? Let's be clear on it, and I'll start thinking about it.
I don't know if I feel strongly about to bet on, but I will. If this bombs, right, we will not get all 3 or all 4 iterations of the FF7 remake.
The question is what is your definition of bombs? Meaning it doesn't make as much money as it cost to make it in the last 10 years plus marketing money? Because if it has to sell 10 million copies in order to be financially solvent. So
I don't want to get into fucking numbers.
Well,
like, I mean, all right,
but so it's how you define bomb.
When I read fucking articles on 90 different websites, and their fiscal quarter comes out and says, "Hey, they took it was considered a huge failure." If we see shit like that, not like they barely broke even. If maybe they're close.
So if we see that,
if it bombs,
then we will not get Final Fantasy. And I'm saying if we see that, then we will still get Final Fantasy.
I hope you're fucking right.
There's an if circumstance around this. And the stakes are... okay, I've got it. One of us has to do... Whichever one loses has to do a full playthrough of the original Final Fantasy VII on stream. Not in one stream. It could be over the course of every one of our like single-person streams. But one of us has to do a full playthrough of Final Fantasy VII.
No. Hell no. Unless you're going to be there for all of it. The only way... Okay, listen...
I think these stakes are fair.
I just fucking said.
I think these stakes
I just said
fair.
I don't feel confident enough to bet on it, but I will anyways, until it's, hey, yeah, a game that normally takes a, like, fucking astronomical amount of time, right?
I'd say that's not a bad idea.
No,
and you've actually played through it before.
Yeah,
so
you haven't. So,
hold on. If I lose, then I have to play through one of your
right,
favorite
but like I
games of all
said, I
time.
don't feel strongly enough about it to actually think it's not going to happen. To bet something like that.
Where is your sportsmanship?
To put it on the line to say, hey, you...
Yeah, but what are you putting on the line? Playing one of your favorite games of all time?
No. The possibility for you to play this game that... I would love it if you played. So we talk about it, whatever, right?
Then make the bet.
No. I'll save it for a different one.
You saw it here first, people.
Dude, I don't think anyone here is going to want...
You gave up.
I don't think anyone here is going to want a fucking full playthrough of FF7 from me.
I would. What's Peviv say? Read that Peviv comment real quick.
Alright, fine.
Yes! We're doing it!
But here's the thing,
but there's a big if here.
If FF7 comes out, then I gotta play it. But that leaves you still not having been playing it.
I might play it, I just don't have to play it on stream.
Oh, that's fine. I don't give a shit if you play it on stream. I just want you to fucking play the thing.
Okay.
But you won't. Alright,
one of these days I will.
Yeah, maybe.
As soon as you play through Skylanders. All of them. Final Fantasy VII is a long game. Yeah, it is. Final Fantasy has been a staple of RPGs for a long time. They definitely need something fresh and solid. Hell, just Knights of the Round Table is like 7 days. That's true. That's one spell. Especially with all the new titles coming out.
Especially you fight Ruby Weapon.
Time skip made the shades drop. Make the bet. Yep. We did it. It's going down. Fucking hell. I've run through it 3 times. Knights of the Round is hard. Yeah, I'll fucking play it. There is, since the betting rules are out there, just so you know, if I do play through it, I play through it on the PS4 version, where I can skip stuff and refill my health and do all that stuff. I'm just letting you know.
Here's the thing.
We didn't set the rules up before. I'm just telling you in advance.
You're not skipping random battles.
I can if I want to.
No. Bullshit. Then you
should have. No, the bet. We have already shook hands. We have already.
So none of this is determined. So now it's fucking about time that we set the rules real quick.
Oh, we should have set the rules before we shook hands.
Yeah, well, fucking hindsight, huh?
If I want to skip random battles, I can.
Dude, you miss a good portion of the fucking game.
Okay.
What the fuck's the point?
You're
never gonna get it. You just don't understand, man.
You gotta work through the random battles.
No, there's so many cool different enemy types. Like you're never gonna fucking encounter a Marlboro and wipe and be like, wow, that was fucking unfair.
So
I guess it's never gonna happen, man.
We'll get back to the delay. I vote no Final Fantasy VII. The game is too long and too many titles coming out. Sorry, Adify. The bet's already happened. First part was no Black Friday sales. Second part is, for me personally, I was very excited for this game. It's coming out September 30th.
We're getting back to the actual...
Yeah, we're getting back to Final Fantasy 15. Very excited for this game. It was going to come out September 30th, and then on October 7th, Mafia 3 was going to come out. So I was either going to have to beat Final Fantasy 15 in a week, or stop playing Final Fantasy 7 to play Mafia 3, or play Final Fantasy 15 all the way through and then play Mafia 3 later.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was going to lose... Something was going to get lost there. If like, with those two side by side. Now, however, with it being November 30th, there's a different game that's a predicament, which is South Park Fractured Butthole.
Yeah. You can play that at any time.
I'm so fucking excited for that game.
You can play it at any point.
I mean, I could play Mafia 3 at any point, but I want to get on that Mafia hype.
You gotta play that day release.
What's cool is that South Park is one of those games you can play through in like a weekend. It's going to be like 15, maybe 20 hours at the most. So yeah, I'm a little bit more comfortable with it happening with South Park than I am with Mafia 3.
That's fair.
Because both those games are super hype.
All right, so, moving on.
Yep.
All right, so we got your GamesCom Record trailer. So let's see what we got here.
So what I want to touch on real quick is...
Yes, sir.
I mean, it doesn't matter if it plays... Well, actually, yeah, let's hold it for a second. These next, 5 or 6 slides are all just trailers that have popped up from GamesCom. So I wanted to throw some trailers in there and just do some kind of, live reactions and talk about if we're excited for them, if we're not, what we think of it, stuff like that. So we're just going to... The next, 20, 30 minutes of Prep Ape is going to be talking about the trailer. So.
Well, this one I'm actually going to go potty during really quick. I've seen this one.
Have you?
On our games, yeah. Yes. And I'm actually... I'll give you my opinion on it when I come back. Or you could just
go. Just go.
Right,
just leave us all hanging. Leave us all hanging. Okay. So, Recore is made by Armature Studios and Keiji Inafune from Mega Man, also Mighty Number 9 fame. Armature Studios, it is made up of a bunch of devs that worked on Metroid Prime. So it's an Xbox One exclusive. I've talked about it several times on Prep Ape. It's something I'm actually super hyped for. It looks like Jet Force Gemini mixed with Mega Man, kind of mixed with Metroid Prime. So as you can see, it's got like heavy platforming, heavy gun combat, and I'm really fucking stoked for it. You got this little robot, got some orbs in there. It's got Robot Crab, it's got a Robot Dog, it's got a Robot Ape. So yeah, $40, which makes it kind of a budget title, but yeah, that's it. Short and sweet. DKP is in there pooping. Comments real quick. I don't know about Recourse, still on the fence, was disappointed with We Happy Few. Yeah, much different game from We Happy Few, but I did the digital pre-order
Xbox One S
about a month and a half ago. So I've got it pre-ordered and ready to go. I'm going to do that pre-install. It comes out September 13th, which is 3 weeks away. So I'm really stoked for it.
Alright, so
DKP is a party pooper.
yes, perhaps. So this game looks like a combination of, to me, Journey? Not Journey. What's the fucking Ubisoft title everyone wants a fucking sequel to?
Beyond Good and Evil.
Beyond Good and Evil. Looks like Beyond Good and Evil mixed with Borderlands.
Okay.
And
I can see that.
I never dug on Beyond
At least
Good
as far
and
as
Evil.
like the style of like the
Yes.
art and the characters and stuff.
Yeah.
Not as far as the gameplay is concerned.
So
It doesn't look like
I haven't
either of
like
those
I
games.
don't think I've got like a super good feel for many of the trailers, like for what
Yeah.
the minute to minute gameplay is going to be like
For
in
sure.
this game. So that could change, but between that, the art style of Borderlands, this kind of desert-esque steampunk, I think it's kind of wore out a little bit after
can
Borderlands
understand that.
3, and then fucking Battleborn almost did the same thing,
Yeah.
to some degree. That's why, like, I'm not super hyped for this one.
Yeah.
I know that you are.
For sure. Super hyped.
Now, I'm still willing to try it if it reviews well. If you vouch for it,
Yeah.
I will still try it. But this
And-
one,
To me, it seems like from a gameplay perspective, a game that you would really get into. So, but I'll let you know. So a little bit about the
like I said,
story.
it's $40 too. So
Yeah. Which you could take one of two ways. They think like Microsoft and Armature think the game is only worth $40, which that always kind of like puts a question mark.
not
This
necessarily.
game is only worth $40, or like this is a $40 game.
I
We can't charge
usually-
$60 for this type.
I
of
usually
game.
look at that as far as like scope.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Length.
Which that's what I'm saying. That could be perceived negatively.
Like the order should be $40.
Yeah, I can see that. Luckily, it's like 10.
Well, now it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, when it came out, it should have been $40.
Oh, dude, I bought the digital version of the order.
I know you
bought the
did. I know
collector's
you did.
edition of the order. It was
Hey, you know
absolutely
what? I
worth
bought like 7 copies of MGS5 different types. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we all get burned sometimes.
Yeah.
But
It's true. I didn't feel burned with the order though.
I didn't feel burned with MGS5 necessarily, but a little bit. Let it. Moving on.
So, as far as the story is concerned, you play as this girl who is sent to this planet, and she's put into like a cryo chamber to sleep. And there's something that comes with it that's supposed to like repopulate this planet and make it like green and lush, and like she's kind of doing like a rebuilding of Earth things, a la Battlestar Galactica kind of thing.
All right.
But when she wakes up from the cryo chamber, it didn't work. Everything is desert. There are these robots everywhere.
So this is a shit house, basically.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. Hopefully by the end of the game, or what I would like to see, is if you actually end up succeeding at the end, and then it like, I don't know, it does like a 200 years later, and everything is like lush and green. But we'll see.
If I want that, I'll play Mass Effect. The new one. You've been jettisoned out into space to save whatever.
From a story perspective, yes. But from a gameplay perspective, there's like not many games out there like this.
I'll have to see more. Like I said, it's shown a lot of snippets.
Yeah.
Like, hey, here's what you can do. But I don't have any sort of feel for what the minute-by-minute gameplay
It's got
is
the
going to be like.
it's got the Akaraga or Ikaraga style thing where you have different weapons and the weapons have different colors associated with them. So if you see an orange enemy, you pull out the orange gun to shoot it, and it takes it down faster.
So kind of like a Donkey Kong Country 64.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But you don't
So
get
you
Lanky
use-
Kong in this one.
No leader of the bunch.
That's Donkey Kong, actually.
Yeah.
Lanky Kong was actually
Go ahead. Fuck it up. Fuck it up a little bit more.
Hold on. He's got no style. He's got no grace. This Kong, indeed, has a funny face. See, I didn't fuck it up. Word
It
for
only
word.
took you 48
Bitch.
minutes to get there.
Alright. So yeah, when does this come out, dude? Do we have a
September
release date?
13th.
Alright.
3 weeks away. We're almost there.
See, what I do hope from this game, actually, is that the $40 price tag does mean it's short.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
condensed,
that's a game I want to
good,
be
and short.
six-ish hours. Around the 6 hour range.
Alright, moving on to the next one. Injustice 2.
So this is specifically a trailer for 2 new characters,
Peggy
which
16.
of course they're building off the hype train, the zeitgeist that is Suicide Squad,
Oh, yeah?
with Harley Quinn and Deadshot.
They
This
probably
is-
cut this trailer before the movie came out.
yeah, but they knew that it was gonna do something. There she is.
Harley, you're losing control.
Kevin Conroy?
Charm.
Sounded like it.
Stop trying to kill me, will ya?
See, seeing this just makes me realize, like, I don't like the Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. Like, I did when I saw it, I thought it was alright, but seeing this, it's just like, no, this is more what it should have been.
Yeah.
You know?
Balsamon throwing some Kappas and some Illuminatis at us.
Ready for some
And yeah, that's the dead shot we should have got.
Crazy.
You know, with the mask on more than one time.
Not to get into spoiler territory for Suicide Squad, but I was really disappointed that Deadshot was.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll talk about it after this.
I was disappointed that he was the main character of the movie. Like that's a weird weird character to be the main character.
We'll get into that.
That was
later.
probably like Will Smith's like request. Like I'll do this movie, but I have to be like the main character.
Well, it's the same reason why he didn't do Django Unchained. Actually, he
Yeah.
said that he felt like Django was more of a side character, so he wouldn't do it. Meanwhile, Jimmy Fox did it, and it's one of those happy accidents. You know what I mean?
But-
Unlike when Keanu Reeves played what's his face? I don't know who the fuck ever in Devil's Advocate. Will Smith was going to play that role.
Yeah.
Imagine how good that movie could have been if you didn't have I'm an attorney, goddammit.
Idify says Deadshot is an interesting character. I agree with a lot of your opinions. That is one I strongly disagree with. He is the most like generic villain of like I'm an assassin out to make money for my family and my daughter. She's mad at me because I kill people, so I'm going to jail.
But she's not really mad at me. She kind of thinks it's cool.
Yeah.
But in a way, like, I don't really know what the conflict here is.
Dude, that ending, we won't get into it. That fucking
A
ending.
lot of people probably haven't seen it.
Jamie Foxx fucking nailed it. Yes, he did.
Yeah, if we're talking Django. Fucking A. Alright, so yeah, you know what I do like about this trailer?
What's that?
Which is, the rest of these trailers minus Resident Evil 7, I'm seeing for the first time here. Kind of how we do things here, Brett.
That's definitely how
Actual
you do
reaction
things.
trailer, right?
Yeah.
So, the previous trailers for Injustice, I really disliked, because it had such a focus on this fucking armor aspect of it. You know what I'm talking about? And, like, it looks awful.
Yeah.
It looks goofy. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. So you literally just put on kind of what is like padded armor and you can fight Superman now? Like, I don't need an explanation for how you're gonna fucking fight Superman in this video game, right?
Yeah.
I don't need that. I know the story's gonna put some in, but I don't think armor is the answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, this I don't know. I'm gonna play it. One thing there's two types of fighting games in my opinion. There's the ones that play more like Mortal Kombat, which Injustice certainly does.
Yeah.
And there's ones that play more like Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
I'm more in the MVC camp. That really fast, like
We've had this conversation before, whether it was on the podcast or Prep 8, about what you would consider the Marvel vs. Capcom and Street Fighter and games like that. I consider 2D fighting games because they use like 2D models.
well, not MVC3, but
They don't, but it's the same. It's the same sort of thing. And then the 3Ds are like Soul Calibur, Tekken, Mortal Kombat.
okay.
stuff
So
like that.
well, yeah, there are three. Like, because in most Mortal Kombat, you don't move in like a 360 space.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But but I'm talking specifically about Injustice in the newer Mortal Kombats that have come out. They're basically like almost carbon copies, playstyle wise, right?
Yeah.
You have like your super
Absolutely.
attacks, which are X-rays in Mortal Kombat. In this, it's the Batman puts on a really stupid fucking face and tases somebody in the head, and a Batmobile comes and crushes them. Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
Just not my style of fighting game though. The super hectic, fast MVC style is kind of more my liking, but I'll still give it a shot.
Bloody roar, says Val.
Oh man, let's see. Did you see Assault on Arkham? Deadshot was fucking awesome.
I did not. I hear it was good.
And Batman says they could already fight Superman due to the pill Lex created. Yes, there's a way. You don't need this weird armor shit. But oh well.
Yep.
All right, let's hit the last comments here, and then we'll move on. Pepip says, the Deadshot stories I've always enjoyed don't have Deadshot in them. It's all a trail of dead bodies, and Batman has no idea who's killing them, and has to detect the shit out of it to figure out who it is. Oh, like a Kaiser Soze scenario. By the way.
I love our community. I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. Keeping the conversation flowing. Even if we're hitting walls.
I hope you just all leave us alone. Like, you think
bro. We could just do a podcast if you want them to leave us alone.
I like to do this thing. I have this idea where I can stream, but nobody will watch. And it's like I'm putting forth the effort, but I don't actually want anyone to come.
Everybody wants to
It's just kind of a weird thing. I don't know. I've always wanted that, but you guys are fucking up on the daily.
When you watch Assault on Arkham, your opinion will change of Deadshot. I hope so. Because now, my primary opinion of him is a fucking shitty-ass character.
That's what I've heard a lot.
No business being the main character.
That's what I've heard a lot. It's like, if you watch the DC animated shit, you'd like it. But it's like, I don't know. I'm not. What
would be great is if the
but like from the comics and shit that I've read, like
right.
From the comics, like no, fuck that. You gotta watch these animated movies. and the thing is, I don't know. It's always weird. Like, there's always such a rope, like a rein pulled back on animated stuff. You know, minus the Killing Joke, right?
Which I heard still even had some issues.
It had its issues, yeah. But
each time, that's understandable.
But yeah, now perhaps we'll give it a shot.
Give it to me in the movies, baby.
We'll
I'll tell you what, Margot Robbie, I loved her as Harley Quinn. Loved her as Harley Quinn.
Not a fan. Like, no, she was good, but like when I saw I saw this trailer, it's like, okay, here's what I forgot was my ideal interpretation of Harley Quinn, as opposed to, come on, we're bad guys. You know, it's
don't get me wrong. Her lines were shitty. They're not. She had a couple of shitty lines.
All right, this is a non-spoiler. There's a part where she goes, "Man, that's a killer app." I about walked out of the theater. Like, it wasn't like building up to that point where that was going to be the final straw. Like, that took me from 0 to 100. Like, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
We still got an hour left. All right, moving on.
That whole fucking movie, man. Ugh. So this is one I haven't watched yet. I've never really been big into the zombies mode, but I like what they've done the last few years. So, like, last year, for example, they did that, like, mafia-style, like, 1930s thing that had Jeff Goldblum and a couple of other weird characters in it, or actors. This one is 1980s themed, takes place in this, like, carnival. And it's got David Hasselhoff and Seth Green and Pee Wee Herman. What's Pee Wee Herman's name?
Paul Rubin.
Paul Rubin, thank you.
Whenever I think masturbating in public, I think Paul Rubin. Yeah. It's actually the only reason why I know Pee Wee's real name. Yeah. It's because of that. What a way to be known, you know? You're known as Pee Wee everywhere else, but when it comes to jerking off, you're known as Paul Rubin. Man.
MC bust your ass coming at you.
Uh-oh.
Welcome to the dork side.
Uh-oh.
The Poindexter.
But, like, let's not do that.
Why were clowns invited? No one likes clowns.
I know, I understand the love that everybody has for the zombie modes, and maybe this is the one that I'll give a shot to. I doubt it.
I think that you'd be better off playing Killing Floor.
Or, Left 4 Dead.
Yeah. Oh, have you never played one of those? Because Killing Floor actually had kind of this exact same... It looks like they took... Alright. We need to do zombie ones. We're going to take a pinch of Dead Rising, little bit of killing floor as far as the clowns and all that shit, right?
And the zombies in space.
And maybe some Left 4 Dead, okay. And perhaps just a tad bit of Vice City. It's like, alright, here you go. Not bad. But
so Activision is trying to make Left 4 Dead. Activision has been making Left 4 Dead for like the last 7 years. The zombie modes in Call of Duty games have been there for a long time, and they're just like Left 4 Dead.
fucking look at these thumbnails. Unforgettable moments caught on live TV. Awkward. Hey, here's a kid and some tits. Mom screams at her son on Black Ops 3. Because this is, I'm sure, the mom, and that's the son.
This is the Call of Duty audience for you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like...
Val says never played a Mafia game. You absolutely should. 1, 2, and 3 are all great. They don't hold up... One doesn't hold up gameplay-wise, but the story of Part 1 is amazing. Yeah, or graphic. The only way it holds up is the story. The story's really good, and the music is good. Because that, like, 1930s classic Mafia music always holds
You get that fucking... You get it back when they sing, like... And it's like, what?
I'm sorry, what?
What? Back in the days when everything was sped up by about, like, 13%. You know?
Yeah. They even did a Aliens mode in Call of Duty a couple of years ago that was like this. Where it was aliens trying to kill you. And that was pre, what's that alien game? That the Left 4 Dead guys
Alien
made?
Isolation, maybe?
No.
Alien Colonial Marines?
It doesn't have the title Alien.
Alien Swarm?
It doesn't have the word alien in it. Fuck.
Prometheus?
2K made it.
I don't know.
It has nothing to do with Xenomorphs.
I know. I was just trying to keep going.
Evolve. Thank you, Onken.
Oh.
Evolve. No, we're good. We can move on.
Man, I have not. This is the first time I've seen this.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking excited.
So we hyped Neo up pretty big on.
Well, I played the dog shit out of that fucking alpha. And it's so sad when they took it offline.
So yeah, they made an alpha for the game that came out about 6 months ago. Then we talked about Prep Big probably 5, maybe 10 episodes ago about how they took a bunch of feedback from the alpha and changed a bunch of shit. From like the stamina to the combat to...
Wait, did they?
Yeah.
I remember them saying that they were going to look into it, but I don't remember that.
They said that they were going to.
Oh. Okay.
So this is the new beta that's about to come out. And it's got spiders. That will launch in a few days.
There's so many cool things this game does. Like... one of the few games ever that lets you choose, okay, what's more important to you, graphics or frame rate? And lets you pick, right?
Yep. You can have the maximum frame rate, but you may lose a little bit in graphics and vice versa.
Yeah, is that not fucking awesome? That they even give you that option?
Idify describes it very well. Dark Souls meets on.
Oh, and what the fuck more could you want?
Right?
By the way, the actual combat system in this game is so fucking like in depth and intense.
Yeah.
You don't have you don't have to do it.
But that's what's cool is
But if you want to fucking master it, you
can.
can. It literally is like fighting game moves.
Yeah.
With all sorts of shit, depending on like your stance of your spear. If it is a spear, if you have an axe, it'll be different.
Yeah.
All of it's way different.
What else is cool is your level will carry over from the first two.
Hey,
whatever level you were when you finished it,
pretty good.
That'll be over in a second. Okay, I'm buying this game. They said Defy.
Oh, it's fucking dude. This is so sold from the demo. All right, so yeah, we still don't. I don't think we have a release date for it yet, though, do we?
Nope, not yet. Pete says Police City Neo is coming for Xbox One as well. Cannot confirm. I'll look it up for you though.
In the meantime, we got this.
Peggy 18.
Yeah, there's this.
Yeah, there it is. Neo is a PlayStation 4 exclusive.
Just fuck my shit up, fam. Oh, good lord.
Kojima's like, I wonder what they're gonna do with my franchise
Hey, what are they gonna
after
do?
I'm not
Are they gonna maybe like reboot Metal Gear? Metal Gear 2? You know? You gonna do that? Oh no. We're gonna use your same assets and engine.
And we're gonna make a Resident Evil Umbrella Corps.
Yeah. We're gonna take like probably the most heartfelt scene from fucking Ground Zeroes and possibly one of like top 5 of the series, right? When Mother Base is falling into the fucking ocean. And it shows like a soldier left behind like, oh man, that's terrible. Boss really cares about all the soldiers, but no, wait! Warp hole!
So I want to touch on that real quick. So this guy, they're at Konami and they're like, okay, what do? We don't have Kojima anymore. Who's the weirdest employee we have? Well, we got Frank down in janitorial services.
Oh, you got the Frank down in custodial arts.
So can we get him up here to give his opinion? And he gets up there and he goes, all right, guys, I got it.
He's holding this fucking mop still.
These warp holes. After Ground Zeroes, these warp holes open up.
No, that's not what happened. Here's what happened. They were like, well, I don't know what we're gonna do. And flip the paper open. And then it was that dude, and it was like, looking for time travel partner. Safety not guaranteed. And they're like, call him. Explain it. Get him to tell the stories of his travels. And like, now we Metal Gear.
So he like he's like holding up a design document and he's like, what do we do next? And this dude walks in, he's like, ah! And he like punches a hole through it and he goes, that's it. This guy's a genius. Warp holes. He just sees this child.
There's a hole right through
There's a hole.
All this important shit where story and, canonical stuff and, I don't know, things that mattered to the rest of the series were, he just punched a hole right through it.
Everyone's favorite part of Metal Gear.
Now we're free to do anything. We can fill this hole with whatever we want. What's popular these days? Zombies. Zombies! Great, fire that man. Because we're Konami. Oh my god, dude.
Advice says for Konami, this is the perfect move. Val says, I stand by my statement on this game. I'll give it a go, but I think this may be Konami's way of saying, hey Kojima, look at me banging your girlfriend. Yeah, but it's like if Kojima's girlfriend got fat and ugly.
No, what this does to me, it's like at the end of Metal Gear Solid 3, when it's Boss and Big Boss in the field, and they're about to do battle, and they're like, hey, one of us has to die, there's no leaving. It's like almost like a mother-son / like lover. It's this weird relationship they have, right?
Yeah.
Like one of us has to die. One may live, whatever. Highlander-esque almost. And then it's like, fucking, I don't know, Miller jumps out of a wormhole. It's like, wait! Or no, it's Doc Brown. Marty! Snake! You gotta come with me! Your parents, Snake! We gotta go! And it's like, oh, yeah, no, I thought this was gonna go towards, like, probably one of the most monumental moments in gaming for a lot of people. That made them, like, really, emotionally invested. Like, oh no! Marty, wait! Your parents! We gotta get out of here! They're destroying Mother Base, Marty! We gotta go! Fuck this, dude. It's not like, fuck this. I don't feel that strongly about it.
Oh, you're definitely gonna buy it.
Oh, probably not, actually. Like, I didn't buy Umbrella Corps. Right?
Yeah, but Umbrella Corps, like, it's expected that Resident Evil is gonna have some shitty spin-offs. How many shitty spin-offs? Like, what? Metal Gear Acid? Is like
Portable
the shittiest.
Ops.
Yeah, that's like the shittiest they've done.
Ghost Babel.
Hmm?
Ghost Babel was another one.
This motherfucker's just making shit up right now.
Fucking look it up. Ghost Babel. I fucking
what
swear.
platform is it on?
I think it was mobile, actually. Or
Well,
it might have been
well,
it might have been PSP. I don't know.
Yeah, all these are like mobile spin-offs. This is a console game. I totally see you buying
Dude,
this.
well, we'll fucking see.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's impossible, right?
Yeah.
But what I don't like is how they take same thing for the pachinko thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh yeah, we're making a pachinko game. What scenes matter most to the fans? We're gonna show them all those remade, but you're not gonna get them. Oh, what was like the most fucking heart-wrenching scene from all of Metal Gear Solid 5, including Ground Zeroes? Well, maybe that scene for a lot of people. Well, guess what? There was a wormhole right behind him. Man, isn't it lucky they got out in time?
Alright, I'm done
I don't
talking about this.
Dude, but do you get what I'm saying, though?
Of course.
It's like, fuck you, man. Alright, moving on. 3 minutes, 31 seconds.
Yep.
About time to take a bathroom break. Not really, but...
Ghost says, I'm buying this game because I want another co-op game to play with my slutty friends.
Ooh.
Hey man, they're slutty. I want to be there.
It's never for nothing, man.
If you find this,
Turn this up some.
I can't expect anything from you. I don't know what happened. There's so much that you need to know.
It's gonna be something I don't know here, though. Which is like... Even if I was like a midget, this regular woman carrying a lantern, like, couldn't you like cinder block over the head? With the amount of times, spoiler alert, in this trailer, she's like just there,
Right there.
not paying attention to you. Or, hey, I'm near the railing. Couldn't you just like, ah, push her over, right?
Maybe.
There's gotta be something, I don't know, just like, gotta be something more to this.
Maybe so.
Which you might be elaborating on here in a moment.
Absolutely.
That being said,
I am insanely hyped for this game.
I'm insanely hyped for this game. I don't know if I'm hyped for it for a Resident Evil game, but
I'm hyped
those
for
are
it
two
more,
those are two separate things.
I'm hyped for it more today than I have ever been. And I'll go into the details here. Right as I pitched my game idea, I saw this in Facebook.
I need to hide. I need to hide.
Fuck my life. Why didn't you guys read my troll Metal Gear comments?
I thought we did.
If you got to go back and read it for Idify, you got to go back and read everybody else's too.
We read them.
Really.
We just might not have read them out loud.
Yep. Have you ever really been high for a Resident Evil game, Major Tom? I have been. Resident Evil 6.
I don't know what you fucking
Resident Evil
like,
5. Umbrella Corps. I was actually super stoked for Umbrella Corps.
Did you play Umbrella Corps?
No. I liked Umbrella. What was Umbrella Chronicles? No.
Yeah.
What was the one?
Umbrella Chronicles.
No, it wasn't that.
Survivor?
Maybe it was Umbrella Chronicles.
Last
The one
Escape.
where you play, it's like a 4-player co-op game. That's the story.
Yeah, it's Last Escape, then I think is what it is. Something like that.
No.
It's not Survivor, 'cause Survivor was the
Resident
PlayStation
Evil 4?
1
Yeah, the
first-person bullshit.
not even the on rails.
Yeah. The one
Like
you're
that
talking
game.
about is... Fuck. I know what you're talking about. Everyone else does, too.
Yeah. The one where you like play as Hunk and stuff. Like
I mean-
primarily. Not like
I thought you play as, like, a
a bunch of soldiers.
subway guy, cop,
Jared.
bartender.
No, that's Outbreak.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about, Outbreak.
Outbreak is like the semi MMO one that like had tank controls.
Right. So the 4-player co-op one was what?
I feel like it had the word umbrella. Dead.
Away.
Wasn't Outbreak. It might have been Umbrella Chronicles, but I don't think it was. I feel like Umbrella Chronicles wasn't a 4-player.
Oh, no.
Third-person.
Hold on. Fucking...
You have it, right?
Yeah, no, it should be... It's on the shelf right here. Operation Raccoon City.
Operation Raccoon City. That's it.
Yep. Biggest
All right.
disappointment in my life.
I actually enjoyed that game. But yes, I was hyped for that. I get hyped for Resident Evil games.
Dude, me
I just
too.
don't love them as much as you do.
I guess that's why you can play them.
Yep. So,
I feel like I'm being dicked in the mouth.
bro, you have like skipped ahead inadvertently
Well,
like
we're
fucking
trying to-
5 times.
I'm trying to go with the pace that we said. We have so much to cover. But alright.
Did you know this was coming?
No. I forgot, actually. Been awake since fucking midnight last night, man. Give me a break. You know? Been sick all week.
I'm tired and I'm sick and I'm not on my game today.
Oh, I'm certainly not. But I'm giving it the good old college try. Alright. So
All right.
go on.
So, a bunch of information came out about Resident Evil 7. A lot of people have been speculating, like, why is it in this house? Are there any associations with the previous Resident Evil games? Is there going to be combat? Well, they have, I don't know the director's name or anything like that, but they've come out and said that there absolutely will be combat. There's going to be axes and stuff. They've talked about how there's going to be environmental ways to damage enemies as well, like setting up traps and stuff like that. But the thing that I really wanted to touch on, the thing that intrigues me the most, and the thing that has me the most hyped, is the story. So Resident Evil 7 does take place after Resident Evil 6, which is pretty interesting. This one takes place in Louisiana, in a town called Dulve, or Dulve.
Louisiana.
Dulve, Louisiana.
It's a made-up town.
Fictional town, yes. Yep. So I'm going to read this quick blurb about it. Resident Evil 7 follows the events of Resident Evil 6 a few years later, taking place primarily on a plantation in Dulve, Louisiana. In the town, there are urban legends about the Dulve haunted house, an abandoned plantation with reported ghost sightings, as reported by the Dulve Daily newspaper. Over the years, multiple people have gone to the house for whatever reason and gone missing. Among the residents of the plantation house, they eventually cut off all contact with the outside world. Jack and Marguerite Baker.
Turn on the audio.
Okay. Jack and Marguerite Baker were two people who owned the house, and it seems Marguerite Baker is the person we see holding the lantern in this trailer.
Marguerite.
Jack is the family man that we saw in the teaser, their husband and wife. So Jack and Marguerite own this plantation where all this like haunted house style stuff is happening. So based on what people are speculating and have pieced together, all of this like ghost stuff is not actually ghost stuff.
Well, I thought that I read in there, Capcom confirmed there's no actual paranormal stuff.
No paranormal stuff. That is
so
correct.
Anything you see is going to be a BOW, which
Yes.
is a bioorganic weapon.
Yes,
Right.
correct. So basically, this is the part that I don't know if it's like something that someone said or if it's part that people are speculating, but that someone was doing tests on, different BOWs or whatever, creating different BOWs.
Right.
And they took all these tests and experiments and put them in this plantation home. So it's a lot of these different like creatures and things that were created.
What I read, which was
based on a virus
from the same thread, which was basically like very many times that Umbrella they contracted out people to do this bioorganic weapon research.
Yep.
And then they come in, kill them, steal their research, boop, take it up, use it for whatever.
Yeah.
And the games, I don't know what they use it for. Nothing really.
Yeah.
It just you always foil it.
Give you a
before it
reason
happens.
to have a helicopter airplane
Right.
fly towards you.
In this one, they're saying, okay, so that happens a lot. Let's say hypothetically in this one, these people were doing the same. They were contracted out to do whatever, but they like sequester themselves so deeply like from the outside world that they don't know that Umbrella is like not really a thing anymore.
Yeah.
So their paranoia, along with like isolation, whatever, all this shit, and you kind of just show up.
Yeah.
So
you have a reason, the main character, and we don't know anything about it. And my hope, my deepest heart of hopes, is that you play someone that's important to the franchise, whether it's a Redfield or whether it's a Wesker.
They already said that no one you've ever seen before.
Yeah.
So
a Redfield though doesn't necessarily mean like it can be like all of a sudden Wesker has a sister in Revelations.
Dude, Wesker,
like you could.
Wesker's the biggest family I've ever fucking seen.
That's what I'm saying. You can have a character that has an association, a direct connection with other. What if it's like Leon Kennedy's whatever?
What
cousin?
if it's John?
What if it's
from
John
the
F. Kennedy?
original Resident Evil, the one who Ada was looking for the whole time? He lived to become just some random dude
who's walking into a plantation home.
What
in
if it's
Louisiana,
him?
running from monsters? But yeah, that's my hope is that this character.
Well,
has
hopefully
like,
it's monsters, not monster.
monster. Hopefully that this character has a deep connection to the Resident Evil verse. That we're like going to be super interested to find out what it is. Which I am.
I don't know.
I think my biggest.
Here's the thing, like, oh, sorry, go on.
My biggest fear is concerns over the first-person nature of the game.
Yeah, same. Like, I'm excited for the game, but if we're talking like in terms of Resident Evil, that's my biggest like kind of. Like I said, I'm stoked for the game in one way, but as far as like stoked for a new Resident Evil game, don't really know how to feel about it. But
it's like everything that I've asked for in a new Resident Evil, but they threw first person on top.
Yeah.
Like, back to a mansion. Like, it all takes place on this plantation. Oh yeah, that's something else. There are these videotapes that the main character finds throughout the game. And similar to the demo, if you played the demo, part of the demo is you playing the game, and then you find a videotape and put it in, and then you play as the character, like POV of the character that's in the video. Mm-hmm. That happens in the demo. And supposedly that's going to happen a lot in the game.
Right.
You find these videotapes and then play them. And like that particular scene was one of the videotapes that you find that has that, you know, that female character.
See, here's kind of what I would prefer, which is like, alright, so I don't want to be playing as fucking son of Chris Redfield, or, I don't know, fucking Greg Kennedy, you know, Leon's kid, right? I would prefer it to be regular dude, which it's not gonna be, because they've said, like, he does have ties, whoever it is, to the Resident Evil universe, right?
Yeah.
But I don't want to be the son of somebody. I don't want to be something like that.
Do you want the only ties
maybe
to be
maybe Marvin Branoff from fucking Resident Evil 2. He thought he was dead. Became a zombie, Mr. Go. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
Maybe it's him. That'd be pretty cool. Now, here's what I prefer is, like, you play as almost an unnamed character, or a very minor character. But there's one or two big characters that you do see throughout it.
Yeah, but how... I like the idea of there being overwhelming... What's up, Low Muffin Mans? I like this idea of being overwhelming sense of isolation. That when you see more characters...
Well, did you read the whole thing? Because it said like you're going to be going to different locations.
Yeah, and they talked about
the
that
plantation.
Cop. Yeah, they
like a possible city,
there was a factory.
Yeah, so I don't think...
But a lot of that stuff may be in the form of
even if it was just by comms unit, right? Like, you know, they're doing something... I don't know.
That would be cool. Like you find this, like, walkie-talkie or some sort
of... It's like Brad Vickers in fucking RE1.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, hey, I'm circling the compound for, like, 9 hours in this helicopter. You know? Like, you don't know. But that's kind of what I would
Maybe
like.
it's Mia Jovovich and her boobies?
I would rather the protagonist for this be more of just an extension of you as the player, rather than a brand new character.
His name can be Link.
Sure, why not? Because when you make a brand new character, you get Mia Jovovich's character, you get Alice running on walls. Adding characters in, like, as protagonists in the Resident Evil games, like, there's a reason why they kind of haven't, for the most part. Until 6. Sheva was like, hey, we have to put this in here. Otherwise... 5. Yeah, but hold on. Yeah, 6, when I was talking about Wesker's son or whatever, Jake. But apart from that, I was like, alright, we have to put Sheva in here, otherwise, controversy. So, but apart from that, it kind of stayed like, here are the guys, here are the girls, right? Here's what we're sticking with. And anytime you added something kind of new in, it's kind of I feel like Resident Evil, like, story-wise, game-wise, it's like an inclusive club. Like, you don't want to allow anyone else in. Not anyone into the main circle of, like, players. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how I still feel about it. So, I don't know.
I thought you just said you wanted somebody else.
I'd rather you just be an extension of, rather than making a new character that you play that's like...
Some nobody. That's what I want.
Well, a nobody that becomes a significant somebody. I don't want that. Yeah. Either you stay a nobody, which is basically at that point, it's more just like an avatar for the player, right? Or, I don't want them to create a new Alice, that's what I mean.
Yeah, for sure. I like Idify's idea. Wesker's great-grandmother plays them.
Oh, just for...
The only game that I've been able to really enjoy, Fruit Ninja for Connect.
Alright, intermission guy. See you tomorrow, buddy.
Later, brother. Wait, did he say bye?
He says, yeah, keep dropping connection, so...
He said I keep dropping connection in and out. Did he say bye, though?
He said he's out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so. It's scroll off the screen now.
Maybe it'll be Quasimodo ringing DKP's bells. It is, actually.
We could hope.
You can be my man. Alright, let's move on. I'm so fucking hyped for that game.
It's just the mystery surrounding it. But, as I said earlier, and last and final note, to let me have it, which you agree with, who the fuck cares about speculation? It comes out in like 3 months, or 4 months. Like,
yes.
We don't even have time to fucking grasp for straws. And Metal Gear Solid 5 was like 5 years of doing that shit. Nope. Not even buying into it. I don't give a shit. It's coming out soon enough. I'm not even going to waste the time hyping or speculating.
Sorry, I want to add to that real quick because you brought up a really good point. It's like No Man's Sky. That game was like gestating for so long and people were speculating and hoping and hyping, and a lot of people were disappointed. And a lot of people were, but a lot of people were disappointed. You do something like this, you do something like Fallout 4, where it's like announced and it's out.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm all
what
about
the
that.
fuck's the point of speculating? Speculate on the shit that's been announced 3 years ago. This is coming out soon as shit. So moving on. Love the release date for that.
Yeah, I do too.
All right, THQ Nordic.
Okay, so THQ, if you guys didn't know, they made A games, not quite AAA games back in the day. The Darksiders games and Destroy All Humans and a shitload of stuff. South Park, they were supposed to make South Park Stick of Truth. Or they were making it. They went bankrupt back in 2012. When they went bankrupt, they sold off all their IPs.
Well, Lord Barbecue says early plays Mega Man.
And that'd be awesome. So they sold off all their IPs
Mega Man
in the
Legends,
bankruptcy.
Mega Man. Sorry, go on.
So everybody bought all these different
divvied up?
IPs. Yeah, Ubisoft bought South Park.
Thank God, as we've seen.
Crytek bought Homefront. Just random things like that. So there were 29 different intellectual properties left. Nordic bought all 29 of those properties for $5.
So who is Nordic?
Just some rando studio that had $6 million. So they bought 29 intellectual properties and all the past games
For $6
for
million?
$6 million.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a fucking steal. So they re-released Darksiders, the Definitive Edition, and they just came out and said, "Hey, now that we own all these IPs, we're making these games. Right. We're making a new Destroy All Humans. We're gonna make a new Red Faction. We're gonna continue the MX versus ATV
I
series."
really hope they're not fucking around. It's the same way in which Gearbox when they acquired the rights to Duke Nukem.
Yeah,
and they were like, "Well, do you think we bought the rights from 3D Realms just to release Duke Nukem Forever?"
Yeah.
Well, at this point, it seems like that's the fucking case. But that's what I say. I hope they're not fucking around when they say that.
So we're about to get a remake of Darksiders 1, or not a remake, but a HD remaster that's going to come to current gen
It'll be
platforms.
the definitive edition, is that right?
Well, the second one is called the Definitive Edition because you play as Death, and the first one you play as War.
Oh, it's the Definitive Edition.
Yes, Definitive Edition. That's not just my lisp.
Give me them ribs. Isn't that a fucking good one? God damn it, that's a good one. You get a beer anyways, so fuck you, man.
So, here's where it gets really interesting, and something that, what, to me, turned this into, like, something worth talking about. I really like these Nordic guys, because they did something this week, well, about 6 days ago, about a week ago, that, we got some green showing. Green showing.
Way to fucking take initiative.
Yeah, that's what we do. Red Faction Guerrilla is an underrated game. Yes, sir, it is. So what they did
that
was
Homefront Revolution, though. Oh, that's Crytek. Never mind.
Well, it was Crytek. They ended up selling it off to Deep Silver because Crytek started
what a
going
good
bankrupt
move.
too. Yeah, Red Faction's dope. Like you have the ability, like you can play a multiplayer game, and you have the ability to make your own tunnels. You choose a rocket launcher, and just make a fucking tunnel around to the enemy.
Matter of fact, this is the first thing I genuinely laughed at the Rips thing. It's only gonna get better from here, baby.
I can't speak for that.
No, Red Faction was awesome.
Yeah.
We're not. Now that you brought it up,
You checking it? Good.
I'm checking.
So
Check my dough.
here's why I think it's interesting, and here's something I think is really cool. Nordic this week announced that they're changing their name from Nordic to THQ Nordic. They're honoring
Can
THQ.
they do that?
Yes, they can, because THQ is no longer around.
So
are
if they
honoring.
wanted to, could they just become THQ again?
Yeah.
No shit. I
Yeah.
didn't know it worked that way.
Yeah. So they are honoring their fallen comrades by changing the name
Then
of
why
their
the
studio.
fuck don't we rename Chainslave 3D Realms?
We should.
Yeah, we fucking absolutely should. Get it while it's hot.
Get it while it's hot.
Ish.
So yeah, they're changing their name to THQ Nordic. They're bringing THQ basically back, and I thought that was really cool.
Well, we'll see about that. They have the IPs. I just hope what they're putting out is good. Because there have been instances. God, Idify, you might be able to help me out here. We watched the same documentary. There was an Italian filmmaking company that bought the rights up to a lot of like old horror movies. Like, yeah, we'll bring them in, and they just like churned them out, and they were shitty. And like it eventually like ruined a bunch of franchises, almost like killed the horror market. Like, that ain't gonna happen. It's gonna be a video game crash situation. But I just hope that, since nobody's ever heard of them, right? They're kind of an unnamed developer, unnamed publisher, right? Hopefully what they're putting out, this isn't just a quick cash grab, and they actually do employ talented developers, producers, whatever, and we get quality out of it. They have the IPs.
They do. They have
So,
a lot of great IP.
hopefully that's what we get.
I got something on an app here, so I'm gonna open that up. Intermission guy, if you keep posting all this garbage, just stop. Just stop. Just stop.
Why would...
Just stop.
Does the Illuminati scare you?
So,
You keep going,
see if I
baby.
can find it. In April 2013, Nordic Games acquired the remaining properties
What's
still
up,
owned by
J-Dick Doug?
What up, girl? The bankrupt American video game publisher THQ, including Darksiders, Red Faction, MX vs. ATV. Nordic plans to find new distribution channels for some of its newly acquired properties and has considered the third-party development of new installments. So this was in April 2013. So on August 12th, 2016, Nordic Games announced that it has changed its name to THQ Nordic. The CEO Lars Wingefors Vingefors. Makes sense, they're Nordic. Explained that the THQ brand was still widely associated with some of the franchises, and this move was intended to give their previously
but that's alright.
and this move was intended to give their previously obscure studio better name recognition, reflecting a goal to shape our business in a meaningful way moving forward.
Look, that's fine and good, but Randy Pitchford said, "Do you think we just bought Duke Nukem just to re-release what's already almost halfway done?" And look what happened. Until I hope for the best.
Yeah,
Because they have so many fucking IPs. 29?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yep.
What do you just paint your entire back wall? Oh, the back wall is fine. It's the couch that's the problem.
Yep.
And I ain't fucking painting the couch. I don't think that's
Maybe we
quite
should have
what
used
you
the
do
chairs.
there.
Maybe we'll use the chairs for next birthday. The chairs weren't bad.
No, you like chairs?
I mean, we need better chairs. That chair's not uncomfortable, but it's not like a
Well, just for a prep
1 hour and 29-minute chair.
Exactly.
They better not fuck around with Darksiders, right? The Darksiders games are great.
We'll see, man.
So yeah, I'm actually pretty excited about that.
Cool.
Very cool. Changing their name, giving them some honor.
I hope them the best, because that means the best for us. So, we got this fucking... Could you have picked a fucking more unflattering picture?
That was the plan. Was to get the most handsome-looking picture I could of Aaron Greenberg.
That's the
Aaron
most handsome?
Greenberg. No.
My name's Aaron Greenberg.
He's the head of Xbox game marketing.
Okay. Oh, man. Never mind.
So,
Hold on, I'm gonna mute it real quick. And we're moving on. Made a comparison to someone that we know. Drop it now. There's no way you're gonna know.
Coming by way of VG247.com. This is written by James O'Connor. It says, Aaron Greenberg, head of Xbox game marketing, has spoken candidly about his thoughts on the future of gaming consoles. Speaking with Engadget, Greenberg spoke about the upcoming Project Scorpio, a new iteration that has so far enjoyed a confused marketing message. He says, for us, we think the future is without console generations. We think that the ability to build a library, a community,
you know
to
why
be
he's
able
saying
to
that
iterate
Because
with the
Windows
hardware.
10, that's why.
With the hardware,
Yeah.
we're making a pretty big bet on that with Project Scorpio. We're basically saying this isn't a new generation. Everything you have continues forward, and it works. We think of this as a family of devices.
Yeah, they're eventually going to ditch it, and it's the unification of everything. All powered by Windows 10. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
There's a reason why you don't hear Sony saying that. It's because they don't have a fucking OS to push. So I wouldn't read too much into this. If they're correct, right? If they really mean it,
yep.
And it's not just, kind of that, then guess what? Out of 5, it'll be good seeing you on Sony again then, man. Right? Because, they're not going to go the same way. But, also, it's kind of like, alright, what is it?
I mean, To be honest, like, I don't disagree with the sentiment of getting rid of generations. I think I like the idea of just constant reiteration.
Right, but if you're gonna do that, right, then why not just... Okay, if you're gonna have, like, minor upgrades every half cycle or quarter cycle, why not just fucking buy a PC? Because the amount of money you spend once you make your... Right, but, like, look at a Steam box, right? It could almost be the same way. Like, if you make it easy to plug and play to that extent,
Man,
right?
they really fucked up that Steam box.
They did, but, like, what I'm saying, it's almost like they're pushing the same thing, though. That was kind of the deal with consoles, was, alright, you had an easy interface, sure, and you fucking set it down, you plug it in, and you're good for what? The entire generation, 6-7 years, you know what I mean? Or longer in some cases.
Yeah.
If they're saying, oh, we're not going to do that, what the fuck's... No one's going to keep buying... Well, I don't know, maybe you know,
I think people will treat it like they'll treat phones, and I know we've made that comparison before, but what I mean by that is like...
It's actually a good comparison, because people pay more for fucking cell phones than do consoles,
right?
So
I think I have the iPhone... I don't know, iPhone 6 or something. But since I've gotten the iPhone 6, the iPhone 6S and the iPhone 6 Plus, and like all these different iterations have come out. And I'm not really interested in them. But in like a year or so, whenever like the next, let's say the iPhone 7 comes out, that'll be about the time that's like, okay, it's time for me to upgrade. Like, there has been a generation where I'm not super interested. Give you a great example. The Xbox One S came out less than, I don't know, a month ago.
Right.
A couple of weeks ago. They added 4K ability. It's got a 2 terabyte hard drive depending on which one you buy. And they found out it does run games a little bit better. So I chose not to buy it because they announced the Scorpio. So I told myself, I'm not going to get the S. I'm going to wait and get the Scorpio.
Smart. Yeah.
So it can work that way. I can't necessarily say that it's smart, but that's the call, the decision.
Can we go back a fucking screen, though?
Yeah, that's fine. So,
thank you.
Although, if somebody hops in...
I can't look at that guy.
If some rando hops in right now, they're going to be like, this doesn't look like they're talking about
that's
Nordic
fine.
games.
No,
Yeah, just remove this picture.
No, I don't have to do that. We're good. So go on.
So, I made the decision not to get the Xbox One S, and I made the decision to wait for the Scorpio. And I think that's like, I like the idea of us going in that direction, where it's like, okay, here's the iterative, like every year, maybe 2 years, we get a new Xbox or a new PlayStation. I'm going to get this one, but I'm going to hold off on for 2 or 3 years, and then I'll get the next one. Because they're all going to continue to play my games. It's just like, do I want one that's just a little bit better? So I'll just buy them like I buy my phones whenever I get tired of this one, or whenever this one where I'm kind of more concerned about its life, where it's still just the same console. It's just like they just do small iterations. So they make a, you know, they improve it here, they improve it there, like a couple of little smaller things. But after like, it's kind of how some people talk about like the Madden series, and I don't know if you've had a conversation with. Some people will buy a Madden game every like 3 or 4 years.
No, trust
because
me,
they'll make small
conversations about that.
They'll make small iterative improvements like every year.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I'm going to wait 3 or 4 years.
But there's the difference between like $60 and the price of like whole new hardware. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just realized what you're doing.
Yeah, that's fine. But see, the thing is, out if I mentioned above, he goes, looks like someone's sucking on the PC nipple. But here's the thing: the biggest like kind of
you are a PC nipple.
Really? Mm-hmm. Out of everyone you know that does that, you think I'm the fucking worst? I think I'm pretty goddamn fair about it.
I didn't say you're the worst. I just said that you're a PC nipple sucker.
All right. Well, here's what so many fucking people say.
I know people worse than you.
For the reason why they don't, which is like, well, I don't have to be upgrading my shit every whatever. I like to buy it, set it, and forget it. Like
yeah, but then they end up buying it like every 4 or 5 years anyway.
Right, but it's like, so if you're gonna be doing that even sooner and all that, like your big argument for it is kind of null and void. Like, and
it depends on what your big argument is.
Well, I'm talking about the people that's their fucking argument, which is like, look, I like to be able to buy something and set it and forget it. Like, I like to know that it'll work, that everything will be compatible for it.
I prefer the ease of use of a console to a PC.
Right. But you also understand, like, compatibility and also, like, shit frame rate, whatever, like, the more iterations we have, what he's talking about, this fucking guy?
Yeah.
It's not good. I don't know.
Well, the unfortunate thing is the people who end up stuck with the older one. If you think like a 12-year-old kid, his parents get him in, like they go to the store this year, and they're like, oh, I want to get my kid an Xbox. Oh, there's one here that's $250 or whatever. I'll buy this one. And then when the Scorpio comes out, like, the games will run optimally on the Scorpio, and the kid is over here, like, having a chug console. Thinking he got the new hotness the year he got it.
Right. Oh, you weren't supposed to see that. Right, it's gone now. But, no, look, like, I don't know. This is a very vague fucking statement. Though.
Yeah.
If people want to buy it, fine. But this is, like, not every other manufacturer or like Nintendo is going to follow this. So, if they think they're going to be the trendsetters with it, I'm not sure that they're going to.
I don't think they're necessarily going to be the trendsetters, but I do believe that this is where we're going overall.
Alright. Well, we'll see then, I guess. Huh?
You know how much I would love if the NX came out and it was called the Nintendo? Like, since they merged the DS, the handheld, and console market, they're just like, here's the Nintendo.
That would be nice, but no.
Will you fucking stop?
Alright, fine.
Fucking piece of shit.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, vague statement, but that this is, we'll see. This is far in the future, though. So.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Can we move on? I hate looking at this fucking dude.
That's fine. Can we hit a couple of comments?
Yes, we can. You betcha we can, baby. Because we got a lot.
Yep, because you were just fucking goofing off the whole time. Just trying to figure out what their marketing plan is, what exactly will they sell, and how much will it cost. That's a good question. These days you don't really need to. New parts are getting so beefy and ridiculous, you can get older parts for great prices. Pete says, that's what I do, just not enough to push what I want to play. Revision. Paints plays Mega Man, he doesn't need a new computer for that game. True that. Know the feels, adulting is adulting. Paintbrush is hard steel. Got Xbox One for free, can't complain, cash goes elsewhere. Oh no, he didn't. Money
get
talks
off them titties.
GKP, get
Never
off
in
them
your
titties.
life.
He is. Same with my rigs, but people underestimate the value and power of a console. Example, although the PS2 is a 300 MHz processor, but performed like a 7 to 800 MHz.
Pink says, if I had a choice, I would keep upgrading my PC X1. It's way better for an entertainment system. At Valcaloris, too true regarding the underestimating.
Dig Dug says, can Xbox just get a better fucking UI?
Thank you.
I hate the Windows 2 navigation with a controller.
The optimizers curse Illuminati, and yep.
If I'm going to spend that kind of money regularly, I might as well just do
let's
PC.
wrong shit out of
have
you,
the best
bitch.
gaming experience. I actually dig the Xbox One menus way more than the PlayStation. I like the look. Then again, I really like Windows. Yeah, that's what you find. People who have just Xboxes are like, the Xbox stuff is way better. People have all of the things.
For someone just jumping in, like, it does not seem intuitive to me. But hey, whatever works for you. I eventually get it to do what I need it to do. So
Mario Paint NX confirmed. Damn, that'd be dope. All right, next topic. NX bringing out the big guns. Actually, let me read the article because the article's good. Pulling up the article. This is from Polygon, your favorite website.
Oh boy.
Written by Allegra Frank. Nintendo's next home console could boast a library of big games from the Mario, Legend of Zelda, and Pokemon franchises just months after launch, according to MCV. Actually, let's go to MCV. Fuck Polygon. Let's go see what MCV actually has to say. Alright, this is MCV now by Christopher Dream. Nintendo is putting together a AAA software lineup to ensure that the NX flies out of the gate next year. Developer Game Freak will bring Pokemon to the platform, while Nintendo's first-party titles include the previously announced Breath of the Wild and a new Mario game. All three products are scheduled to appear within the first 6 months of the machine's life. The firm has also been busy securing third-party support.
We'll see about that shit, but
has also been busy securing third-party support with Sega, Square Enix, Ubisoft, Activision, and Warner Brothers already on board.
Really?
Sources close to Nintendo have told MCV that the firm is determined that NX will not suffer the same slow start as the Wii U or 3DS.
So, at this point, are we calling it? Is it just called the NX?
No, that's the
I
code
would
name.
like it to be, though.
Nah.
What's wrong with the NX? You got DS, 3DS, NX. I think 64. Well, dude, there's one that was just called the 64.
It would have been awesome if the Wii would have been called the Revolution, which is what its code name was.
No, because no. You know why?
Way better than
Wii.
Wii.
Because it was not the revolution.
It was.
It would have done it a disservice. No, it wasn't.
It was a revolution more
No.
than an evolution, for sure.
But no, I actually really dig just the name, the NX. I don't know what it is. I like it's simple. It rolls off the tongue, right into my anus. You know, kind of like barrels off the prostate.
Yeah,
kind of like in the Beehive level from DKC2. We had to like travel down.
Mm-hmm. That level's dope. By the way.
Yeah, right. It looks pretty good to run. But the part when you take the damage boost, it's like that's the bouncing of the prostates. The rest is just that's how smooth the NX to me rolls.
You gotta get that damage boost.
It's great. So yeah, there's that.
Think of Star Trek Enterprise every time they call it an NX. That was the name of the ship. There you go.
Ah.
Star Trek ship. The Nintendo Star Trek Enterprise ship. NX.
Well, hopefully it's called that. I don't know.
It's a code name. I think they should call it the Nintendo. But I say that every time they have a new console.
Well, yeah, make it easy for fucking grandma to go buy it. I get it.
But not just that, like it means that like it means something special. Not like the Nintendo Entertainment System or anything like that. It's called Nintendo.
But are we at that point?
It's like a reboot.
But are we at that point where it's like, this is be the last one? We're gonna call it, this is the definitive console.
Yeah.
Before we launch into something.
But that's the selling message here. To me, like a big message is, we have our handheld market that has been sustaining us for 25, 30 years. And we have our console market that people have tons of nostalgic love for. We're taking those two things and we're putting them in one. This is the ultimate Nintendo. Like, this is everything that you've ever loved about Nintendo.
I just feel like
one device.
If you're going to call it just a Nintendo, it's got to be like, this is probably going to be the last one. After this, there's probably no more consoles. It's going to move on to something else entirely, right? I don't know. But I'm with Val. I do like Sony's method.
Do you feel that way about
Keep
the
it
new God of
fucking
War?
simple.
It's called, like, God of War 4 is called God of War.
I don't give a shit about that. I don't care about that. You can call it God of War fucking New Vegas.
God of War's
I'd play it. No, I'm not really concerned about canonically. Dude, fucking, alright. With God of War, do I give a shit? He's like, Ares! I've killed all the Greek gods! You're the true religion! Turns out I'm pretty bored because you're dead. Turns out there's another religion! I don't know. Odin! It's like, this doesn't make sense. Jesus!
Dude, I
And
can't
then
wait till they get to
Muhammad!
I want that
Fucking,
Jesus trilogy bad.
it's like, dude, trying to fuck that. What do you feel about the canonically? I'm just not ripping on your question. I'm just having fun with it. But it's like, no, I don't give a shit about that. Like, I don't expect it to make sense.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I want it to be the Nintendo.
I'm
just saying I want it. Number one, I would bet that it wouldn't happen before I'd ever bet that it would. Last generation consoles, then I'm going out with a bang. Nintendo for life. Love you, Nintendo. That Jesus trilogy, the rebirth.
Yeah. Moses!
That'd be dope.
The last time! You know, it's, come on, Kratos. Like, can you just be mad all that time?
Samson.
Send Achilles! Give me them! DLC. Ribs! Gotta get Achilles' ribs! Oh, get it! Get it! I gotcha!
I reverse ribbed you, bro.
No, you didn't.
I put barbecue sauce in them motherfuckers. What's
No.
up? What's up?
You just don't get them in the same way. Fucking
You just don't get my ribs the same way I get you.
four-armed woman of war, Indian culture lady! I'm coming for it! Come on. No, I don't
I
care.
want to be there.
So yes.
Yep. Bringing out the big guns.
So we do have a wee bit more.
Yep.
I think this is the last before we move on to questions, isn't it?
I believe so. Fucking A.
We're actually
Hour and 45 minutes in.
we're doing pretty good on time considering the amount of shit we had to cover this.
My
time,
my thoughts was this would be a 3-hour one, so I hope it's
fucking
not.
Thank God, no.
But questions, man, you never know how long those are going to take. So, and we'll make this real quick. Nintendo, motherfucker. I gotta go take a piss. What he actually means is he's got to go smoke a cigarette. He's such. He's just a fiend. He's just a fiend for the smokes. That he just.
okay.
He's right there. He's getting offended right now. It's fantastic. So Nintendo,
Offended.
bro, just go take your piss and smoke your cigarette and fucking get back in here. Get the fuck back in here. Learn how to stream like an adult. God. You ever fucking made a show before? Think Dan Rather just gets up in the middle of fucking 60 Minutes? Just walks off. Sorry, guys. I gotta go take a piss. I gotta go smoke a cigarette and have a shit in my pants. Motherfucker just getting up, walking out in the middle of a goddamn show. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Nintendo has filed a new patent for swappable buttons. So we talked about in the last episode how they filed a patent for breakaway controllers that would go on their like tablet screen. You have these controllers that you could break off and then set the tablet down, bam, and then play the controllers. So when I saw it at first, I was like, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense because the way that the directional pads work, if you have a D-pad on one piece and then a joystick and then buttons and then a joystick, or put the joystick down here, then how do you like, when you break it off, do you use the D-pad as the buttons? But if you have an additional set of buttons that you can slide the D-pad off and slide that in, and then everybody has a joystick and buttons or a D-pad and buttons for the breakaway. To me, that makes a lot of sense. Will they do it? I don't know, because Nintendo files 130 patents a year. But I think it's completely possible that they do. My God, the salt. Me neither. I don't get it. DKP needs a piss jug. Rule the road, apes. He has a catheter in, I'm sure.
You want to put it in for me?
You done?
I've been done.
You finally
By
done?
the way, that sounds an awful lot like the Xbox 360 or Xbox One Pro controller. Hey, you swap the D-pads like that magnetically. Yeah. Now, if they allow you to kind of swap that however you like, a lot of my concerns are, not quite null and void, but that's fucking awesome. Like, I could
get behind this.
So our neighbor's just apparently crashing a nuclear bomb upstairs. So yeah. But that assumes that everything they're patenting is going to make it in. I hope it does.
They file for literally at least
everything.
20 patents a year, and then some of the stuff sticks. And it's also kind of a...
I do like how it's like little sperms coming in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see that?
Little squigglies.
This is the circle of life, man.
But imagine just like sliding one off and sliding one in. DKP, get your shit together. Get it all together. Put it in the backpack, all your shit, so it's together. And if you got to take it somewhere you know. Like,
take it somewhere
you know. Yeah. Take me to the store and Sally. Put it in the shootings. And I don't care what you do. Just get it together. Get your shit together. I think that's supposed to be read in Morty's voice. You want to read it real quick in Morty's voice for us?
No.
Yes, you do. I saw the glisten in your eye.
I don't, though, because I don't think I do a good Morty.
I think you do a great Morty. Do it for us.
You need to get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack with all your shit. So it's, together, and you gotta take it somewhere, Take me to the store and Sally and put it in the shootings, and just, you gotta get your shit together. That's the best I can do.
That was good.
Alright. Never
fucking
again.
Voice to text.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's so weird that this is coming. We do have a launch date. But they still have not fucking revealed it yet.
Yeah.
Like, it's agonizing.
Dude, it's supposed to come out in March.
It's fucking agonizing.
Supposedly they're holding off because they don't want competitors to steal their ideas.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Everybody likes your stuff. That's a great Morty. That's really good. Holy fuck. That was amazing. Applause. Okay. That's amazing. Applause.
Well, thank you.
See?
Now, my Rick ain't too bad either.
I was about to say, let's read it in Rick's voice now.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit. I'm using the wrong fucking keyboard.
Yes,
I'm pulling some DKPs right now. We're done with this topic anyway.
Oh, God.
Read the same thing. Oh, you know you're eating this shit up.
DKP, you need to get your shit together. Get it all together. And I mean, put it in a backpack with all your shit. If I can do the burp, that'd be great. That's where I put it in.
Yeah.
If you gotta take it somewhere, No, I can't. That didn't read the same way.
You're breaking it.
No, I'm not gonna read the rest. That's all you get. I'll do some more next time. All right.
You just disappointed all of our fans.
Hey, man, sorry.
Okay, now get them ribs.
All right. So we got Ask the Apes.
Yep. All right, we're about to answer a fuckload of questions.
All right.
And hopefully I didn't forget what all of your Twitch names are. We're going to answer them super quick, so apologies for not getting super in-depth. You know, it ended up leaving the fucking thing anyway.
Yeah.
I pulled the questions up beforehand.
Shame. Ding ding.
Shame. Quizzical says, "What is love? Tommy, don't hurt me. No more."
Seems more like a statement than a question.
No, what is love?
Love is when... Man, VKP, you actually joined the peanut guy at the worst time. I'll tell you guys later what love is.
Love is all the things that you hate about everyone else you don't hate about another person. You love someone enough toward the things that you would hate about someone else. You're cool with. Big Juicy asks, boxers or briefs? While extreme gaming.
Interchangeable, I guess?
I wear briefs. Gotta wear the briefs.
I'm not positive I'm sure what briefs are. I think I know what they are.
They're tidy whities.
Okay, then boxers, I guess.
Yeah. Or boxer briefs. Don't you wear boxer briefs sometimes?
Yes.
When you get sexy around the house. Have you guys ever talked to DKP about getting sexy? Getting sexy is when he takes his pants off. And
no one's immune to that shit.
Yeah. I just like that you refer to as getting sexy. It's just you wearing some fucking shirt
I've referred to that shit
that you've worn for the last 3 days. Well, with you and your boxers.
I've referred to that shit that way since high school. Like, it's like, alright guys, hate to be the one to do it, but I'm getting sexy. Like, I'm about to go to bed. Like,
I'm the one doing it. I'm getting deep in.
Like, it's gotta happen eventually. So one of us has to get sexy, so everyone else feels comfortable. Right? You just gotta get sexy, man. It happens.
Intermission guy asks, what rings you got, bitch?
Havel's ring and Ring of Favor and Protection. The best rings in the game. Bitch.
What was his name again?
Violet Lightwave.
Violet Lightwave says, is it absolutely necessary? And then post a YouTube video.
That we don't have on hand.
Nope.
Moving on.
Deherminator says, DKP, how would you have ended MGS5?
I would have ended it with... Alright, so it currently ends. If you haven't played it, sorry, it's been out for way too fucking long. With Venom fucking basically learning he is the person you kill in MG1, right? There's a reason why you kill Big Boss twice in the MSX NES versions, right? It's because, well, they explain that. You kill Venom the first time, he accepts his fate. Because, like, even when he thought he was Big Boss, like, once he realized he wasn't, he was still, like, very much in allegiance to him. Like, I owe this man everything. Even before now, even before this, I did. So, it ends with Solid Snake crawling down a fucking tunnel, going towards Outer Heaven, and it says, it's David Hayter going, commencing Operation Intrude in 313. Colonel, do you read me? That sort of shit. That's how it ends.
That'd be cool.
And then it leads up to remakes of MG 1 and 2, since all we got on those are fucking 8-bit versions, if that. So, that's how I would end it.
Intermission guy says, Major Tom, what's your second favorite video game person? It's always interchangeable for me between 1 and 2 of Lara Croft and Samus. So, one of them is 1 and one of them is 2. Big Juicy asks, is there a game coming out at the end of the year that you are extremely...
Can I get my fixins?
No, it just says Major Tom.
That's alright. Move on then.
He didn't ask me how it in fucking Metal Gear.
Well,
Or
how would
what
you end Metal Gear?
Differently than how it ended. I don't give a shit about that.
Exactly.
Big Juicy asks, is there a game coming out by the end of the year that you are extremely excited for that is not Titanfall 2 or Battlefield 1? South Park, Final Fantasy, Mafia 3.
Mafia 3.
Idify asks, is it true that vampires don't like clowns because their blood tastes funny?
True.
Who said that?
Crop Circles is giving us the business.
You asked that shit? Move on.
Alright. Idify asks, if you're in hell and get mad at someone, where do you tell them to go?
You say, hey, go over to that room there and fuck yourself. Painfully and loudly. That's where you tell them to go. It's like when VKP goes out of town, I tell her every time, you know what I'm going to do, right? I'm gonna jerk off loudly. Leave that conspicuous. Maybe the porno's gonna be turned up. Maybe I'm just gonna wail like a banshee while doing it. You don't know. I like to keep it. It is kind of original for me myself. I'm trying to kind of remember the mystery here, but you never know. So yeah,
Cool.
I do like that.
Adify7 asks, thoughts on the new Pennywise? That didn't sound good. I think it looks cool. He looks different.
Here's the thing. I don't want them to, like... This is somebody from who's a fan of the book and the movie can kind of get both agree on, right? In the book, right, he wasn't supposed to be fucking terrifying. If that fucking dude was like, "Hey, Georgie, you want a balloon?" He'd be like, "Nah, man, I'm cool. You can keep the boat, by the way, too." Yeah. Like, that doesn't make sense. Georgie. He's like, "Hey, I'm looking down but looking up at the same time. I'm doing this whole thing." Like, maybe it's just the coloring from the actual, like, if the suit itself is bright, and when he looks the fuck, like, up.
Whoa, bro.
Right? He's not doing this whole thing. That's the whole point. Like, he turns scary at times, but he doesn't wear a fucking black and white suit. Dude. And also, he's a clown just like anyone else. Like any other clown like kids liked in the 60s, back when it was okay to like clowns, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's, and when you see the house on Niebolt Street, which is a new addition, if anyone was just seen the movie, I remember the book, there's a part where, like, Richie gets, like, almost gets his cock sucked by a leopard. He's
I
like,
hate when that happens.
Hey, he's like, "I'll suck your dick, Richie. $10 for a dime, 15 cents for overtime." Like, it's this big scary part in the book. And in the book, they describe it as like a shitty house. In this one, it's like this big gothic, like, towers. And it's like, I hope they don't go way, way, way overboard with, like, the spook factor. Because that's not what made it scary. Dude, it was that you could never tell the difference until part it was far too late.
When they open the history book and they get to that picture and the picture starts moving, and then you just kind of see him in the background, like coming into the foreground.
You see that shit and you'd be like,
and then
man, that dude's got like a fucking...
And, like, reaches through.
You'd be like, that dude's got an 11 head. I don't even want to see that, period.
I got these cheeseburgers, man.
I'm like, I planned this whole thing was going to run up. You're going to close the book so fast. No, don't. That's too dumb. I don't know. I want to see a better picture of it.
I think it looks cool.
It looks cool, but I just don't think it fits quite the narrative that it's supposed to.
The thing is,
like, he's supposed to be an inviting clown. That's how he eats children.
I understand that.
Now, the lighting could be everything. That could be a very bright, colorful suit. Yeah. Right? But it just could be what they have, so.
I totally understand that. I think the thing with clowns is that clowns stopped being things that made kids happy and started scaring them around the time that the original...
And for everyone talking about the orgy scene, guarantee you they're not going to show that.
No. There were...
I'd be proud if they alluded to it.
I saw a Reddit thread where they were talking about how Cary Fukunaga, the guy who was originally supposed to direct it, bounced, was like, "Yeah, I'm not doing this." So, and somebody was like, "Hey man, are you not doing this because you can't get to do the orgy scene?" And he didn't say anything other than just like, I left for creative reasons.
Let me tell a very quick story. I read this book when I was 11 years old.
The same age that the boys were.
And I went and that was my first penthouse form. I went and jerked off to that part because it was like I thought of girls that I knew in school that were the same age.
And you're like, man, I wish me and all my friends could gangbang this girl.
No, it wasn't that. It was just like that was like the most pornographic thing I had to read. So this is before, way pre-internet, right? Yeah. Pre-nothing. Like it was like, oh man. So yeah, that's really weird. But I was 11 fucking years old. Give me a break.
Yeah.
That's out there.
Ad57 asks, when are we going to see the return of Intermission Guy?
Tomorrow.
Cool. Yep. Festus asks, do you agree that Konami has every right to fire Kojima for being batshit insane with the ending of MGS5?
I don't think we would have gotten that same ending had they not fucking fired him. Or basically sequestered him away and made his last, 7 months of development complete garbage. I don't think it would have ended the way it did. So, there's that.
Master Animator says, what's the first game to get on Xbox One if you have any choice? Honestly,
Library's copy out of 5, by the way. Go on.
Rare Replay.
For what?
I'll start over. What's the first game to get on Xbox One if you have any choice?
Actually, I agree with you.
I would get Real Replay because it's 30 games, $30, totally worth it.
Or Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah,
I mean,
but he can play that on an older console.
You can.
If it's like something where you don't want to play older games, I think Quantum Break's really great. Sunset Overdrive's awesome. I really liked Rise, Son of Rome. A lot of people didn't care for it. I thought it was amazing.
We streamed that a while back.
Yeah.
It was not bad, but it was pretty generic.
I'm a huge fan of the Forza Horizon racing games. Like, to me, they're the best arcade racers out there right now.
Mm.
So, yeah, a lot of really great exclusives.
Dead Rising 3, good answer, actually. I got that on PC, and I'm sure it's the same.
I would just hold off on
great.
Dead Rising 4. Festus asks, what makes Warhawk the greatest multiplayer game of all time?
Nothing.
I mean,
it's
you wouldn't
not.
know because you haven't experienced it like that. But what it is when you put, and I think there's a lot of games like this, it's when you put 10, 15 hours into a game, and then you're just doing okay, and then all of a sudden, like, a switch flips, and you're incredible at it. Like, that game...
It's like Dark Souls or Bloodborne.
Yeah. Like, it's one of those games that, like there's a pretty steep learning curve to it.
It's this, and then, I get it now.
Yeah. And once that moment hits for Warhawk, that game becomes absolute chaos, insanely fun, things that you do that you like don't think are possible. And because it's like Army Men 3D mixed with like Halo multiplayer, I guess. But it's got like capture the flag and the maps are huge and you can fly Warhawks and do all kinds of other things.
Sorry, I thought we had I replicated the image.
Gotcha.
Because we moved. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. You didn't get any sleep last night, what you mean.
Fuck off, man. So go on.
But yeah, that's what makes it the greatest multiplayer game of all time. It's when you get really good at it and you realize how good what's there, the core gameplay of what's there is as good as it is. It's just unfortunate that it stuck to the PlayStation 3 and not a lot of people. Like me some dogfighting, says Val. And 95 says, LOL the forums. Intermission guy says, what was meant by the words of the Dawn of War 3 trailer?
I wish that I knew. Like, that's Warhammer, right? But, like, I can't say I remember the exact quote. I'm sorry.
We are but dogs, howling at an uncaring moon.
Very much in the same way that it's, soldiers devalue themselves to a degree where they have camaraderie amongst each other, but they have to lessen themselves because they have orders to fulfill, and fulfilled by people who probably don't give a shit about them, not as the individual. So all they have to rely on is what their mission is, what their directive is, and who are around them. So a lot of times they liken themselves to dogs of war, etc. That's what I would guess.
Okay. That Violet whatever wave, what's this?
Violet Light Wave.
Violet Light Wave says, do any games actually live up to pre-launch hype? Looking at the No Man's Sky launch. Uncharted, The Last of Us, anything Naughty Dog does.
Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3. Pretty much all the Dark Souls games.
I wasn't super hyped for Bloodborne.
Right, but for me,
yeah, for sure.
Apart from that, Max Payne 3, for me, that is the biggest equally meets hype game. It exceeds it that I've ever had. I did not expect Max Payne 3 to be nearly that good. We brought this up a lot. Maybe we were in the podcast a long time ago, but that goes to be number one game of all time for me as like the perfect game of I want it to be this, and it was this. So
South Park Stick of Truth, I think, like met the hype. It's like,
say,
holy crap, this looks like the show.
I never finished
and then it plays
but
like the show.
That's my fault that I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the game. It's exactly what everybody wants.
Idify says, did you know that Montgomery's flea market, it's just like a mini mall?
Yes, I've heard that. Living room, dinette. Oh, yeah. Do you know what? You can find it in Tommy's Ribs. You can find it in Tommy's Ribs.
You're just rubbing in my arm right now.
But I got him.
No, you don't.
For a second, I did. All right, let's continue on.
Idify7 asks, what musician and band would you like to see do a soundtrack for a video game? What type of game would they do a soundtrack for?
Fuck. I'd like to see an Old West.
Like Johnny Cash.
No, like an Old West, like we're talking like Red Dead Redemption.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to have it populated by the likes of Meteors, Demented Argo and the Rev Horton Heat. Like, good psychobilly bands, which have, like, or, which, not in those particularly are not the ways that it's, like, a lot of, like, rock and roll influence. They do have a lot that is very, very Western, almost like Ghost Riders in the Sky sounding stuff, that I think could really lend a lot to it. Not in just ambient scenes, but in, like, certain cutscenes, right?
Yeah.
So that's my answer.
I would like to see...
Apart from that, I don't know.
I would like to see, like, synth-heavy bands like Survive, which are the guys that did the soundtrack for Stranger Things, or even somebody like Carpenter Brute. I would like to see them do a horror game. Like, I would like to hear, like, 80s
What about the people that...
even like Friday the 13th game.
Well, because when I think Carpenter Brute horror, I think the soundtrack for It Follows.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what you mean a little bit?
Absolutely.
Like, kind of like that Wes Craven really early synth shit. Yeah.
Like John Carpenter-esque, like lots of synth.
You don't even have to fucking... You don't have to make a game around it. Just give me that. Yeah. It's excellent by itself. And no, I didn't just become an intermission guy. You wish, bitch.
Intermission guy asks, where can I buy the music of Carpenter Brute? Oddly enough.
You know, I actually have bought their music. I've listened to it enough times for free.
I listened to it on Google Play. I'm sure you can listen to it. You
can
listen to it on
Intermission
YouTube.
guy, I'll shoot you the link. It's on their official website, I think. But I'll get it to you.
Probably SoundCloud, something like that.
No, it's like you can actually like, buy... the new album, I have a vinyl coming in. Yeah. Just for collector purposes.
Festus asks, why does Nintendo forsake its fans? What do they have to gain? Money?
Get out of here, Festus.
No, the answer is, why do they forsake its fans? Because they want to get more people. They want to try to capture that Wii audience. They want to, like, get your grandmother off the couch kind of thing. And what do they have to gain? Lots and lots and lots of money. Festus asks, why is Death Clock eons better than any other band in existence? I can't answer that because I don't agree with it. Violent Lightwave says, why is Hawkwind better than Death Clock? Intermission guy says, the words of Raymond Garver, God, will you help us? God? And then Festus's response is, impeach God now.
By the way, I don't know if I was saying, with the music question, he's asking me about more contemporary bands. I don't really think you're asking the correct people that.
I mean, I listen to contemporary music, but contemporary music just doesn't fit for video game soundtracks to me.
I'm not a snob about music. I almost don't like music.
Yeah, he does. He is a snob.
It's not a snob, like, oh, I don't think it's good enough. It's just like, I like what I like. I don't want to like anything else. And apart from that, I'll listen to podcasts, audiobooks. Yeah. I have to accidentally like something to like it.
I mean, even like Carpenter Brute and the band that I brought up, Survive, both of them have new albums consistently. They're just not like pop.
I'm just not like a big music person. Like, I used to be, but
all the like pop music I like popular music, is not stuff that like fits his gaming soundtracks. Right. To me. iDevice7 asks, when, if any, is it appropriate to send a dick pic on someone's Facebook wall?
It's not.
Yeah, it's never. Just Facebook.
That happened to BKP this week, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah. Random dude she worked with, not random dude, like, this wild and crazy guy. Fucking was like, oh, it would be funny if I sent a picture. It wasn't his dick. It was like a drawing of a dick. Or something. It was like, oh, it would be funny if I posted on, like, a bunch of girls' walls. And it's like, yeah, you forget, they might have their bosses on there, you know? Like...
Yeah, it's never cool.
Let's put two and two together here, you know?
Master Animator says, do movie trailer voice-over artists say, in a world, before they order pizza delivery or anything for that matter? And why not? Because that would be funny.
In a world.
Where
I'd like to know the coupons.
In a world where you get anchovies on pizza.
You know, I worked at a pizza place, and I think that only 5 times in my 2 years I worked there that I had to open a can of anchovies. That shit's that rare, believe it or not.
I mean, I can't. So, there's that pizza place that's in Louisiana that I absolutely love. They have a pizza called a Sweep the Kitchen, and they put anchovies on that.
That's funny. Actually, no, it's not. We'll move on.
That's funny. Actually, no, it's not.
Well, I thought of something, you know.
What?
No, bro.
What?
All right, there's a guy who pissed me off. I worked at this pizza place when I was 14 to 16 years old, right? 2 years. There's one guy named Bill and Kate. That was a fucking
Plus
complete dickhead. No, that was the name like on the computer screen.
Yeah.
Remember, I took the dough and I like played like soccer with it all over the walk-in freezer before I made it. Heavily regret it now, right? Would never do something like that, no matter the case. But 14-year-old DKP, what are you gonna do? So when he said like, "Oh, we had a floor weeping pizza," that's what I thought of. So yeah, no, not proud of it. That's why I didn't want to fucking kind of bring it up. So yeah.
ID57 asks, what's your favorite Instinct song? And please sing a verse and if possible do a dance number. Bye Bye Bye. And the other two parts I can't commit to.
More of an 98 Degrees fan myself, so fuck you, man.
I'm all about them Backstreet Boys, bro.
The Backstreet Boys.
They're not as cool as old JT, but, you know.
Yes, perhaps.
Pebib asks, game soundtracks are awesome, but I have heard Diablo 2, Bastion, and Transistor too many times. Can you recommend your favorite game soundtrack?
Hotline Miami 2.
I was about to say Hotline Miami or
Easy.
Hotline Miami 2.
Especially
really
2.
good.
Holy
Really
fuck,
good.
2 is good. In fact, look up the Carpenter Brute trilogy album, period.
Yeah.
Like, they do a lot of Hotline Miami tracks, but, like, their entire thing is wonderful. Chrono Trigger, Mega Man X, Silent Hill.
Silent Hill, yes. I would do The Last of Us.
Final Fantasy VII had a good one. I'm just thinking of the ones I used to have on Groove Shark. Remember that was the thing?
Yeah.
Like the
Donkey Kong Country 2 is my favorite video game
Donkey Kong
soundtrack.
Country.
But the problem with Donkey Kong Country is it's not one that you just like, unless you have nostalgia for it, then it may not have the same like impact on you.
No, I think it's still good.
Yeah.
But
I think if you find like a Legend of Zelda Symphony,
Metal Gear Solid actually has a tremendous soundtrack.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Metal Gear Solid 5, if you could just do the audio soundtrack. It's basically just like...
There's like 5 good tracks. Well, I mean, well, that's not true. But like, if you're talking about like original game soundtracks, MGS outside of 5 has many. Apart from that, I think I got one more. It is... Nope, I don't got one. Castlevania. There you go.
Yeah.
There's a shitload of like updated remixes, all sorts of stuff that are actually really tremendous. So yeah.
Castlevania 2 soundtrack, baby. It's good.
I mean, Bloody Tears. Yep.
And then finally, Val asks, moving my question to this post: will there be pie? I want answers, damn it. There will not be pie.
Batman asks, have you ever listened to any of the Video Games Live albums? No, I'm not actually sure what that is. So. Also, why didn't we say Zelda?
I did say Zelda.
Well, I didn't. I can tell you why. When I'm sitting like in a cubicle doing work, I don't want to hear like really adventurous music. Because it's like, no, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
You
like rockabilly though.
It's almost bumming me out. You like Resident Evil 6 though.
I do.
Yeah. So fucking, I think we're in the same vein here.
Bloody Tears is great. Yeah,
yes,
just Google Bloody Tears real quick. It's fucking awesome. Mass Effect soundtrack is really good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move on to Win Stuff Money. So we're going to do something different for this Win Stuff Money. We will not be giving away a $25 Amazon gift card tonight. What we're going to do is Paints by Pixel and Valak Olaris, or Val Icolaris, or however I pronounce it.
Oh my god! Can I?
We'll just say Val.
Before we wrap, can I talk about this? BKP.
You can just let me get through this, and then you can talk about it all you want. Spend a lot of time working on forums. So our eventual goal is to build up the forums to be like the place to be for Chainsaw 8 discussion.
Thanks.
We don't want to take away from the Facebook group, which, by the way, you can still go to facebook.com/groups/the Chainsaw 8 group. And you can join us there and join in on the good conversation. That's also where we grab all of our questions from. But we eventually want to like build our community out on the forums.
Val Clitoris. Oh, thanks.
Val Clitoris.
Yeah, Val Clitoris.
Val Clitoris. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what we would like to do for this week's Win Stuff Money is if you guys go over to our forums and sign up for an account, that's all you got to do. You don't have to make a post. We'd like you to make a post. But you don't have to. It's not part of the challenge. We're going to go through the list of members, and we're going to do a random drawing. And as opposed to doing a $25 Amazon gift card, you guys all have 1 week to sign up for the forums. We're going to do the drawing next Prep Ape live, and you will win a $50 Amazon gift card.
Double or nothing, baby.
Double or nothing. So, no regular Win Stuff money this week or next week. Instead, we want you guys, there's the tiny URL up there, or you can just go to chainsawhype.com, navigate to the forums that way. And yeah, we want you guys to create accounts, and we want to start building up the community there. So again, it's not to take away from anything. It's not to replace anything. I know, like me, I don't go to a lot of forums. I spend so much more time on Facebook than I do, so it's easier for me to stay in the conversation.
What I would kind of like to do, like on them, is have a literal list of all the DKC2 levels.
Yeah.
Or things like that. Things that I'm doing in my off time that aren't, and update it there. Right.
Yeah.
Like a sticky post or whatever.
Yeah, here's where I'm at. Here, I just routed this level or whatever.
Things that I could kind of update.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of shit you kind of can't do. You can change it without putting it to the fucking top, making a new post.
For all you pervs out there, I'm pretty sure we have a not safe for work board where you can go in and post stuff.
And I promise I will be trying my fucking damnedest to frequent it as much as possible.
Dude, it's hard for me.
Just like I will start trying to do with Facebook. Like it's tough because I'm not a social media guy, and seeing like how active our stuff is, like I know I need to be. So it's kind of a hard process of me, and I have to remind myself to like go in and do all
Absolutely.
that. So forgive us. I'm trying.
Yeah, we're trying, and we eventually I would eventually, and it may take a year, it may take 2 years, to where we move all of the questions where you guys ask a question for Prep Ape. We may move those all to the forums as well. But we want to build up the community there. So do us a favor, sign up for an account.
Is there a This Guy
bookmark
Fucks
it.
board? There can be.
There can be a This Guy Fucks board, absolutely. Any of our moderators on Twitch are going to automatically be moderators on the forums. So yeah, give it a try. Go create an account. Everybody that has already created an account is already entered. Obviously, you and I are not. But including our mods and including our admin, Paints. So you guys are all... you all guys all have an opportunity to create an account and then win a $50 Amazon gift card. So do us a favor, go sign up, check out the website. I did post my 52-week challenge, how I'm doing on that. Almost done with Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens, by the way. I should have that finished up by the weekend.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How nice.
But yeah. Yeah, check it out.
And we'll be re-rolling next week and picking a winner.
Yep, and you get a $50 Amazon gift card.
Here, pretty quickly, have a drink of this. Only time you're ever going to be able to. Limited release. This is the legendary series, The Troll Toll. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but there's one left. BKP snagged, of course. Look at this. The legend goes, one sunny day, a beautiful princess fell for a boy, but their love would prove to be difficult. You see, a greedy troll owned the boy's soul, and for anyone willing to pay his troll toll, the boy's soul would soon be theirs. An evil, cat-eyed man paid the troll, but the boy fought back with karate and prevailed over darkness, transforming himself into the champion of sun. Sadly, his bizarre coming of age took so long, the princess lost interest. We're almost done. The bitter, twisted tale inspired our happiest brew today. Oh, wait. I don't want to hear the rest of it. I'm just so happy to find that It's Always Sunny brew.
Troll toll.
If you want into this boy's hole, you gotta pay the troll toll to get in. See, it even has like little, see if we can fucking... Before I show it off, I want to make sure on stream it'll show I don't...
Some of the green won't.
Yeah, probably not. But, very happy. This is limited edition. And I'm gonna say this is one of the few bottles of beer I'll save. I'm happy to be enjoying it. So yeah, there's that. Alright, but apart from that, I think that is kind of it. Yeah.
You guys, I mean, you probably won't do it. I will make the post in the Facebook group, and probably a post on Facebook in general, saying sign up to be a mod and you can win an Amazon gift card. So, I'm gonna try to get as many people to sign up as possible, so, I would still, if you could, tell people about it. I know you want to increase your own personal numbers, but I'm going to be pushing hard. I want to get some folks in there, get some conversation going. Big shout out to Paints and Val for putting all that stuff together.
Yes.
Website was great.
fucking no kidding.
And they did it all out of the kindness of their hearts.
Yeah.
Not a single penny has come out of our pocket.
Kind of a rule we have here at Chainsaw is if somebody does work for us, we pay them. We try to enforce the same thing upon them. Which, by the way, if you change your mind now, we'll fucking pay for it.
Yep.
That is not... But, no, this is just out of the, kind of, like, they just wanted to fucking do it.
Yeah. What's up, Batman?
So, yeah, just thanks a fucking lot, guys, for real. We would not have this had you guys not taken the initiative, cared about what we were doing, and did it for us.
Yep.
And by did it for us, I mean that exactly. I don't know how to fucking do that shit. I'll fucking Java program in Salesforce you some shit, but when it comes to
Salesforce,
yeah, but that's all I got for you. So
go ahead and scroll up and hit a couple of comments we missed, and then we'll close this bitch out.
All right.
Wait, there's pay? Not for you, J. Dig Dug. I mean, if you want to pay us. J. Dig Dug is officially a member of Chainsaw 8 now, by the way, guys.
Indeed.
She'll be streaming every Tuesday with me, and then we need to get those ladies' nights on Saturday nights. I know it's hard to give up your Saturday night, but it'd be cool.
Good luck on that one. Okay, yeah. Talk about that offline.
Alright.
That's why one day, like, you know, we do have personal... Hey, this is the personal space show. Hey, everybody, it's my personal space.
Well, your Valhalla, which is where your studio is, also happens to be your personal space where you play games.
It's the,
so
it's
having
the one
people
area
in here that you're not
It's the one
in.
area of my entire house where it's like VKP can't really come in.
He's probably farted in here about 30 million times.
Well, sure.
And jerked off twice as much.
That's a conservative
60
estimate.
million. 60 million
Sure.
times.
Okay.
So this is his special space.
Since you've
So
been
he gets
here.
real upset if people are in here and he's not on stream. Real upset.
No, it's not that. It's just that unless I'm like leaving to go somewhere else, every bit of entertainment that I have planned at all, I just like sequestered.
Well, they can do it. They can do it at my place some Saturdays.
Yeah,
your place some Saturdays.
Shit,
now we got 2 studios, baby.
That's not even my thing, though. I think that it'll be very difficult to get to VKP.
Hey, let's
tie
use
down
our Saturday night
Saturdays.
for a stream. Yeah,
that's more it. But yeah,
what are you talking about, Major Tom?
I'm willing to work
here.
out whatever we need to work out.
Yeah, it's not like it'll happen. They're the ones who would have to choose to do it anyway. So
True. So yeah,
what the fuck is the bell ringing? DKP has a grandfather clock right there. And he used to have it muted, and now it's not.
I'll fucking go crank the gears and mute it again here in a minute. You know, we have a lot of creepy shit around our house, though. Ventriloquist dolls. VKP and I walked back down the aisle to the Addams Family theme. It's, you know, it's
You guys are fucking weird.
Yeah. We
listen to rockabilly.
We wipe fucking front to back. You know, we like to. Wait, I'm sorry. Side to side. I like to smear it like a Joker smile, you know? Whenever I got this shit stain, my father was cross-eyed, and he, well, anyways.
I was going to say let's read comments, but fuck it. Thanks
Guys,
everybody for
we
hanging
gotta go.
out.
It was a good night.
It was
I
2
enjoyed
hours
it.
and 30 minutes.
We covered a fucking lot.
We
though,
did.
huh?
We did. You did very well tonight. You covered a lot of stuff.
Thank you very much. You did well as fine. Get it?
He forced that out for sure. He forced that
I
out.
fucked that up and decided to roll with it. So, yeah, you did, yeah. Doctor. Guys, we're heading out. I'll be back on tomorrow with Angry Tomato and Intermission Guy.
Ooh.
If all goes well.
Ooh.
Ooh!
Ooh.
Ooh!
I really want to play AM2R, by the way.
Yeah? Oh, dude, I beat it. It's fucking, it's
incredible. 10
might,
out of 10.
It might be my favorite Metroid game, the way that it's paced.
Ooh. Ooh. I want to play it.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be what I play next.
But fellas, ladies, gentlemen.
Boys and girls.
Fuck off, man.
Ghouls and goblins.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.
Bye.
DKP?
Major Tom.
Allegedly.
He's no major.
There's a delay, so I don't know what to do here. So we're gonna end now.